Hey everyone, welcome to the podcast.
Hello.
It feels fucking awesome to be back on the set, live again.
Welcome back.
After we had a bit of a break for the holidays, and we were supposed to be back last week, and we had the power outage. We had to have the electrician come out and redo a lot of the wiring in this building, but we're finally back where we belong, in the right place to do some podcasting.
You feel at home now?
I feel at home. I'll drink to that.
Cheers.
What the fuck are you drinking?
It's an energy drink.
An
I
energy
had a long
drink.
day. I'm tired.
What is
Bernie-
that?
I had a long day
tired.
being Bernie today because of your great idea.
Why did you wear a suit and tie?
Well, okay, so originally we weren't sure if you or Bernie were going to make it on today. We knew Bernie wasn't going to be able to make it. So you came up to me and you were like, "Hey, you should dress as Bernie for the podcast, and if I'm not there, Ray can dress as me, and it'll be great." So in my mind, Bernie's just a guy that wears fancy clothes and fun socks. So I'm wearing these
does
striped. Yeah, he does that. He walks like a robot, wears fancy clothes, and wears green and white striped socks. And I showed up today in like a suit with like ridiculous looking socks, and I was like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?"
Yeah, I saw you walk in the door and you're wearing a full suit and
Yeah,
tie.
I don't know. That's just how I imagine Bernie. He's
just,
good
like,
looking. He just
looking
wears like
fancy.
fancy shit.
Nailed it.
So then I went home. I switched to just jeans and this thing, like a professor jacket.
I don't think Ray has clothes that resemble yours enough.
Or the hair.
Well, I mean, normally
What clothes?
I wear this, like I wear like a collared shirt for the podcast.
You don't
Most of the time I wear
I don't
like
think Ray
t-shirts.
owns a collared shirt.
Yeah, but I'll wear t-shirts most days.
That's true.
True.
So when Gus said potentially dress as Bernie, which I don't, was it that exactly like Miles dress as Bernie tomorrow?
No, it was like you be Bernie.
Okay.
No, you said dress as Bernie.
No, I never said that.
You did.
So
you did. I could.
like,
I could
how
back
long
him
did
up.
it take
Absolutely
you until you went home and you're like, finally, you just opened the door and you slept and you put
It was
on?
immediately. I mean,
He
I
opened
left,
up his
I left
Bernie
work
shirt.
early. I was like, "I'll see you guys
What?
tomorrow."
Was your roommate like, "Oh shit, your funeral suit? Is everyone okay?" It's
got
like you
that
only
from,
bust that
like,
out when
Jordan
someone
today.
dies. They're like everyone's suddenly very
I
concerned.
don't have many nice clothes. I either go from like t-shirts and flannel shirts straight to suit. I have no in between.
You dress nicely.
I do. You
Yeah.
think? I think no. Jordan dresses nicely.
Well, okay, that's a
Jordan
little
is
bit.
dapper.
That's the extreme. That's the extreme end of the company.
Jordan's like LA fancy, right?
LA fancy.
Yeah.
That sounds like
I
a
would
clothing
say
company.
LA
He's
casual.
LA cool.
Jordan would shop
I'll
at
give you
LA
that. Okay,
Fancy.
he's cool, but it's
He's
just like
la cool.
you see what he's wearing. It's like, oh man, they didn't even sell that here.
Yeah.
It's like I can't get that.
No one's that fancy in
Like
Austin.
you guys
No.
haven't been able to buy that since 1975. That thing's awesome.
I feel like someone plucked Jordan out of an old timey movie. Like he's supposed to be wearing like a cowboy hat and like
Cowboy hat.
and like
Cowboy
suspenders.
hat.
How the hell does
I
that
could see
fit
maybe a
anything? he's
bowler
wearing?
Like an old western. I don't know, like suspenders and like the whole like.
I don't think of him as being
He
Western.
doesn't dress like a cowboy,
Look how
Barbara.
small you look on the screen. I'm sorry.
I don't think he looks like a cowboy. He looks like he like
hell's
could maybe
wrong with
sell
you?
newspapers or something.
Everything.
Then he also has a Hitler Youth haircut, so maybe he's from like the 40s or 50s or
Oh,
something
Jesus,
like
too
Yeah.
soon. Miles.
I'm sitting right here.
that. Right. I'm sorry.
So when I asked Miles to come on the podcast tonight, he tried, of course, to wimp out of it. He was like, "Oh, I don't know. I got all this writing I got to do for Ruby. I'm so busy." And Carrie's like, "Yeah, you're stealing my writing partner. What are we gonna do?" And I felt a little bad. I was like, "Oh, you'll be fine. You know,
It's like 2 hours.
It's 7:30. It's like 2 hours." I walked back there like at 4:30 this afternoon, and I'm talking to Carrie like, "Okay, I'm gonna take off. I don't want to interrupt you guys." And they're like, "Oh, we're not doing anything anyway. We're just
We
sitting
got
here."
ahead of schedule.
You were playing like video games on your old little
got
Sega thing.
Yeah, dude. I got for Christmas. I got the At Games Sega Genesis that comes with 80 games on it. Well, it comes with like 30 games that were on the Sega Genesis, and then 50 games that are just some random bullshit that they threw on there, like solitaire and chess. But it's really awesome. The only thing that's weird about it is all the music on it is about an octave lower. But it's cool. It's got Rystar, which I was playing today, and then I normally play all the Sonic games. It's really neat. I like it. It's like
Sweet.
$50 or something like that.
So
but yeah, we totally
Are you
finished
that
early
bad
today.
at managing your time? You're like, we're either going to be working really late or we're going to finish work early ahead of the schedule.
Apparently. I'm happy with the progress that we made. We can't talk too much about it, but we made good progress today.
Okay, good.
Yes.
Yeah, everyone back
Everything
there
worked out.
Seemed like they were in a good mood.
Yeah, it
you
was a good day.
and Carrie and Monty
Yeah.
talking about anime and video
Yeah.
games. It was like the nerd section. I want to go.
You were there
I want to
too.
go beat them up.
No, you got excited. You came in. You were like Ghost and Shell movie.
Shut up. Okay, I may have talked a
Fucking
little bit
got
about
you.
anime. You may have blown my cover.
I didn't know that you watch anime.
I used to. I don't watch it so much anymore.
I don't watch
We had
any.
one anime conversation about Akira, which we both didn't care for that much.
Yeah. Tetsuo.
Kaneda!
Tetsuo.
Did you watch Ghost in the Shell?
Yeah.
Like the whole thing?
Yeah.
I see. I watched. No, well, like I watched it on TV, so like intermittently. And I didn't watch every episode, and I could not wrap my head
Yeah,
around it.
if like that show is super unapologetic towards the viewer. It's like some of the episodes can be super complicated and fast paced, and you just like they're like, "You're lost. Fuck you." Like you're not catching up.
Have you ever watched Evangelion? Anyone?
Yes.
It's on my list.
Yeah. Apparently, I've heard great things about that.
No.
No?
Well,
Ooh,
I
you're
hear
gonna have
it's
some
good,
haters.
and then like the ending's like, what?
it gets really weird.
Yeah.
I heard they re-released that. They are, or they already did. They re-released it like the entire series. Like how? It's like is it
They-
26 episodes or it's like
Yeah,
50?
they re-released it.
to like a movie length, where like they comprise the entire show into like
Yeah,
2
aren't there-
hours.
But then they
there
made the
three movies?
ending different or something.
Aren't there 3 movies?
Oh, are there?
I have no idea, but like
Carrie
they
has
took
2 of 'em.
they took the series and made it into like a movie length thing
Yeah.
because there was so much shit that just cut out. I guess.
Yeah. I know
Then
some of
by the end of it, like close to the end of that show, they lost their funding from their major sponsor because they started doing some really fucked up stuff. So like the animation quality in the last couple episodes is really bad. It's like
like
stick figures
RTA.
and like it's like it's like a drawing and in front of a camera and someone's moving it like this. It's like a still drawing. It's like like shit like that. It's really really fucked up. Great series.
Yeah, shout out.
Hugely influential.
Shout
I
out
mean,
to
but I mean,
you,
it really like it's funny. Like the ending sucked, but it's still like hugely influential, and there were some really cool things about it.
Yeah.
Just it kind of fell
I mean,
apart at the end.
I guess it's like anything. You can say this about anything, whether it be movies or anything like that. But animes in particular, like as you say, has a shitty ending. So many animes I've watched are like amazing and they're solid and make sense. Like 24 episodes in, and it's like the last 2, it's like I'm gone.
Yeah.
And I don't know why they insist on doing that.
Who knows?
Either they're gone or they go on for like years and years and years and years. Doesn't Bleach have like 500 episodes or something?
Yeah, it's still
like
going. Bleach and Naruto
Jesus.
are still going.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I used to try to watch Naruto, but it was like you would go like 10 episodes and one thing would happen. It would be
Yeah,
like the
it's like
same
Dragon Ball
scene
Z.
over
Yeah,
and
Dragon Ball
over
Z.
and over.
It's the new
Hold 'em
Dragon Ball
off.
Z. It's exactly
Spirit
what it is.
bomb.
What would you recommend for someone who has never watched any anime and who wants to?
Cowboy Bebop.
Cowboy
a good one.
Bebop.
I've
Very
heard
It's
good.
my favorite.
Avatar: The Last Airbender.
That's a good like
is
transit
what you
because a
guys
lot of people would
recommend.
be like,
It's-
that's not an anime. But
Yeah.
I think it's a good like for someone that's
It is.
new
Like
to
a transition.
That-
Because it's like more cartoony,
Yeah.
but it is an anime. Well, and it's in America. It's an American.
Yeah.
It's an American
produced
anime, yeah.
Television show.
Yes.
So
I
that's
would-
an excellent show.
I'd compare it to Harry Potter in the sense that it starts off very much aimed at children and it's very very childy and innocent and lots of laughs, but by the end of the first book, like the first book's the slowest season. It takes
Yeah.
forever to get into it if you're trying to introduce somebody to it.
The-
By the last few episodes, you're like, okay, this is getting really good, and then season 2 starts off, and you're like, all right, I'm in. I'm on board with this.
Each season is referred to as a book.
Yes.
Okay.
It's good because there's only 3, so it's like longer than most animes. Some animes usually
Yeah.
go like 26 or 50 episodes.
Exactly.
This is like I think around.
I think
60?
it's around. I think they're about 20
But, I
chapters
mean,
per
you know.
book.
Yeah.
And they're good. Yeah, water,
Sounds like a lot
earth,
of
and
work.
fire.
It's an
and
excellent
awesome.
show.
It's very, very good. They do something interesting, which is they follow the main characters, Aang, Sokka, and Katara. They follow them on their journey, and then like the B story, rather than giving it to some like minor character or something, they give it to the antagonist.
Okay.
So you see what both sides are up to throughout the show, and it's really, really cool. One of
That's-
my favorite shows.
Interesting.
But yeah, I'm excited about Ruby because it's going to be the first, I guess, technically anime that I've ever watched.
So did
or been
you
You
excited
should
about.
watch some others.
have you watched a lot of anime in the past, or are you like ramping up your knowledge now?
I'm ramping it
because
up
of-
now. I didn't really. I mean, I watched Pokemon and Dragon Ball Z when I was a kid, right? And a little bit of Sailor Moon. Let's say that. All right.
Oh, I watched Sailor Moon.
Okay, bam. There's one.
I'm going to go on a tangent here.
Go for it.
Have you ever seen any of the live-action Sailor Moon TV show?
Wait, what? That exists?
I've heard a great deal about this from Jeffrey.
Yeah, Jeff and I were huge into this. Like back in, God, I want to say like 02, 03. It was a Japanese television show where it was just like live-action Sailor Moon, and it was like so crappy. Well, I don't know. It's like so like kitschy and tongue-in-cheek. Like I guess in like there's a cat they talk to, and like
Yes.
it's just a stuffed cat. And, and there's like a hand off screen moving it around. It's like just a toy.
Did you ever see Sabrina the Teenage Witch?
Yeah.
You know Salem,
Uh-huh.
the talking cat? Was it like that?
No, it was worse than that. It was literally like
No,
you
it was
could
a
go
stuffed
to
It wasn't
Yeah.
a puppet. It
you
was
could
like
go to the store and buy
An
that
actual stuffed animal.
Yeah, it was a
animal and just
Did it have the little moon on its
yeah.
head and everything?
Oh yeah, like
yeah,
crescent
yeah. It
moon.
has a little
Jeff
crescent
said
moon on
that
it.
didn't like every episode took place in like some like giant like warehouse or something.
Yeah.
It was like
Really?
the set was just like completely crap, and they just like it would be like the exact same scene pretty much every single episode.
over and over.
That's funny.
But yeah, I didn't really get into anime until college. I watched Bebop, and I loved that. Fully Cooley, and started Samurai Champloo and then never finished it. But then yeah, now I've been watching Soul Eater, trying to finish Samurai Champloo, and a bunch of other ones. I watched Akira. Didn't really care for it, but I mean it's whatever.
Didn't
And
really
a few-
a cure for it?
No, yeah, that you gotta
Get the
stop.
hell out.
You're trying too hard.
Yeah, I know. That was
Come
a
on.
stretch.
Come on, Babs.
I'm sorry. There's too much pressure on me to make puns now.
Is there? Does anyone put pressure on you to make them, Barbara?
Every single person.
Sits here and
All
is like,
of
dude,
you.
I hope Barbara does it. Please, please. Oh man, it's been
All of you,
35
all of
seconds
you.
since the
They
last
all
pun.
tweet me every single day.
Well,
about puns.
you were on the Rooster Teeth Twitter today, weren't you?
I'm on the. I run the Twitter.
Okay. Well, I could
Well,
totally tell you
excuse
were behind
us.
it.
Admit it.
Apologies, Your Majesty. I am the queen of the tweets.
Seriously though, do you know who you're talking to?
Every time you talk about Twitter, I'm just going to turn it around on you and make you look at it.
Yep, every time. But no, I run of all of our social media. So yes, that was me on Twitter.
Yeah.
So,
Obviously.
Kara gave you the blue moon today, and she gave me the Dos Equis. I told her to give me whatever, and I didn't care until I didn't get the blue moon. Then I was like,
what?
oh man, I really wanted the blue
Tastes
moon.
great. It's so refreshing.
I mean, don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with this, but
We got shiny
Oddly goes
blonde.
well with that grapefruit energy drink. Anyways.
oh yeah, you were drinking that energy drink. What flavor was that? All I could see, like, what was it? I've never
It's
seen
grapefruit,
This is
right?
a
before.
This is a Archer Farm sugar-free grapefruit energy drink, naturally flavored, 15 calories with ginseng, taurine, and vitamin C.
Archer Farm, is
Asshole.
that like the Target brand?
It's like the Target version of Hill Country Fare, which is the HEB brand. It's awesome. Archer Farms is way better than Hill Country Fare. I go get their salads and shit all the time. Anyways,
Do you wear?
Thank
a
you,
suit
Target, for
when you do it.
Do I wear a suit when I do
Yeah.
it? No, I will jump at any opportunity to wear a suit.
How
though.
often do you wear a suit? When's the last time you wore a suit?
Vegas.
Oh, you wore one this past trip? Oh, I guess for the
For
award.
the award ceremony.
Yeah,
I mean,
forgot
that
about
kinda
that.
makes sense.
But Brandon
man,
and I.
my podcast award's not here.
Yeah, we were talking about that
we
before
were-
the show.
we
Where
were
was
talking
it?
about that.
too.
We took it. We took it next door
both.
last week.
Somebody pawned it.
Yeah, do you want
God
us to
damn
get ours as well?
Yeah, I'll go get it right now.
No, fuck that. Where's yours?
That's at my house.
Oh, yeah, it's too far. Mine's like right over there.
Yeah,
Well,
well,
like,
obviously
you know.
not now.
Maybe later.
We'll be back
When
in
I
30
get up
minutes.
to pee, I'll just run around.
God, I'm gonna fucking strangle you. I was like, before the podcast started, I went in front of everybody. It's like, if you have to pee, go now. Don't get up during the podcast. I really need to keep track. Like, I need to have a list to indicate. Oh, you son of a bitch! Michael's just like downing his beer now. I need to keep a list, like a tally for how many times everyone gets up.
You-
Your eyes are watering up from that.
Because I burped.
You had to go to the bathroom really bad at the end of one of our podcasts
Yeah.
before we started talking about Battlestar Galactica.
Before
Oh,
the Chrome
yeah.
discussion.
You told me.
You were like trying to wrap it up.
yeah.
I suffered through that. I was like, no matter what, I am going to sit here and I'm going to finish this podcast.
The last.
Come hell or high water.
I don't know. If it was,
Oh God.
I don't know if it was the last podcast I was on or the one before that, the live one. It was the one when Bernie was telling a story about the running out of the football field.
Yeah.
It was like right at the end, and you were like, "All right." So that when he's like, "Hang on, I got one more story," and I was like, and like I'd already got up to pee once, so like I didn't want to go again a second time. So I was like, "Damn it! I'll just wait. I'm looking at Gus, and I'm like this in my chair. I'm just like, and like Bernie's going on. I was like, Gus, I'm gonna have to pee again. And he's like, "No, I'm ending this." He's like, "You wait. You hold it in. It's gonna be another minute. You wait." It's just like the camera's like cut over there on Bernie. He's like, "Don't
You should have just peed on the couch to teach him a lesson.
Yeah, I'll just piss all over the couch."
Yep.
You'd be just like the cat who's over there.
I just saw someone on
Can you pee on the
Twitter
couch?
ask if this was a Senator's puck
this
between
one
me and
fitting?
Miles. Yes, it is a Senator's hockey puck, game puck, right
Were
here.
you staring
You've
at the
been
screen,
scanning that
waiting for
screen.
someone to talk about it?
No, I
Like,
happened to just
She
look
brought it out and put it on the table. She's like, is,
So-
is this okay?
Oh,
So-
so
Like, yeah.
Who did you ask to tweet that so you could bring it up?
Everyone.
Barbara's like, "Oh yeah, I'm making that Rooster Teeth tweet right now." oh yeah, you noticed
Oh
my
wow,
puck.
hey. it's not bad. But yeah,
So wait, how'd you get this?
someone actually gave that to me. Final Cut Min on the website. So shout out, thank
Is
you.
it like an actual puck that was used in the
It's
game?
an actual
Says right
game
here.
puck.
Official.
Is there dried blood on
game
it?
puck.
I wish there was, but
Why is there
unfortunately
so
not.
much fighting in hockey?
It's fun.
Because
There's
people
no
get-
other sport where fighting is condoned like that. And you get in a fight and it's like, go sit in the timeout space for a minute, you bad boy.
Yeah, in soccer, it's like, did you sneeze on him? Get
Yeah,
the
in
fuck
soccer
out of
it's
the
like,
game.
don't do that again. You do it again. It's like, you're fucking ejected for 3 games.
Yeah.
You know why I think it is? Because Canadians are so tame that we want to see it, so it's like encouraged.
Oh, I thought you were going to say that like that's the only way Canadians get their rage out.
Well,
is through-
that's
that's
it.
the one way.
Yeah.
That's the only way that they can express their anger and rage.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's socially unacceptable.
It's true.
Hey, look
So
what
you
I
have
got.
to get a crowd of people to
Wow.
watch someone get the shit beat out of them for it
Gus,
to be
what's
acceptable.
that?
Kara just went and got me my our podcast award. This is everybody's.
My.
Thank you, all you guys. You're welcome. Thank you, Kara, for
Kara.
going and getting it.
Can you go and run and get the other one? Just ask Lindsay where it is.
No, but I don't understand. Like, it really does baffle me why fighting is condoned. A lot of people who are hockey fans say that it's part of the sport, and it's like, bullshit. Fighting is not part of the sport. It's not boxing. It's not MMA.
Yeah.
Like you see people like really get fucked up. I really don't understand that. That might be one of the reasons I don't like hockey. It's like it's against the rules, but it's really not
They
that
let it
bad.
go for a little bit.
Yeah, it's
Like
still
the
encouraged.
fighting.
Yeah.
I mean, they still get penalties for it. It's
Yeah,
just,
like I said, they sit out for like a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, boo-hoo.
It's like
What,
football,
what
you
if
like
they're
face
really
mask,
cracking
it's like
down on it.
Face masking is like 20 yards or some
Yeah.
crap like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, in football, like if you hit someone or like have like a personal foul, it's a huge ordeal. You lose a lot of yards.
There's also like moves in hockey that are
There's moves in hockey.
like things in hockey that are acceptable. Like you could check someone into the board and it's totally fine.
Is that like shove them into the board?
Yeah,
Okay.
and it's totally cool. Like it's.
Thanks for
it's
clarifying.
a move in hockey.
Move.
Wanted to
It's like,
know.
let me show you my moves. Ooh.
Is it like a special attack, like right
show me
before
your
they fucking hit you?
Yeah.
Back
It's
4A.
like shoulder charge, and they just like hit you into the glass.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what it is. It's awesome.
So I know you and Adam are both really excited that hockey's back. Y'all have been like clamoring. You've signed up for that NHL
Yep.
streaming thing. You're, like the other day, I walked by Adam's computer and he had like 4 hockey games streaming all at the same time.
Yep.
I was like, I wonder why the internet's slow around here.
Yeah, we're streaming
Fucking
4
4
hockey games.
simultaneous hockey streams going.
Yeah, I've been waiting for months. I mean, I moved to the States last year.
Wasn't there just a hockey lockout recently, like 2 years ago?
Yeah, I think it was longer
It
than
was.
that.
I think it was 5 years ago.
5
Yeah,
years ago?
That sounds about right.
So,
They went one season,
Yeah.
I
Right,
think,
yeah.
without.
Yeah.
so what's the deal with hockey? Why can't they get their shit together?
Yeah, play the fucking game.
I don't know,
Hit the
man.
thing.
I don't know.
Maybe if they didn't beat the shit out of each other all the time, like the sport would not get canceled
Yeah,
every other year.
Maybe that's the reason why they couldn't agree on money shit. I don't know. But it's back, moral of the story. And
Like,
they have
is that a
moves that are really
tragedy
cool.
in Canada? Like, does the prime minister call his cabinet together? They're like round the clock negotiations to get hockey going again. It's like, guys, there's no hockey.
I feel like it should
You
be
guys
like
are laughing, but it's true.
it should be like it's like electing a new pope. Like everyone goes into the room, they lock the doors, and they're like, no one leave.
They wait for like the white
They wait
smoke
for
to come out of the
It's
chimney.
like, damn it, there's no more hockey. Damn it.
Pretty much.
Jesus.
It's a very devastating time in Canada. And in
Is
the
that why you
States-
moved? Part of the reason you saw it coming, you're like, I can't be here.
Yeah. Well, no, I moved, and then they're like, well, Barbara's not here anymore, so.
Must have been
No
it. Makes
more
sense.
hockey.
Are there any other sports that are really popular in Canada besides hockey?
Yeah. People like football.
But there's also like Canadian football.
Yeah, which,
Yeah.
Which,
no, I'm
like-
sorry if people like this. I don't like Canadian football.
Yeah.
I prefer American football.
And I guess there's NBA and Major League Baseball teams up there.
Yeah. We have one NBA team.
Aren't
You
there-
guys do stuff.
Yeah.
It's like, gotta get out, gotta stay active,
we
gotta stay
go,
fit.
you know, skiing.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of like ice sports. There's that thing where what is it? You push a big thing on
Curling?
ice and those guys.
Curling?
do the
Curling.
Thing and yeah.
I have
what the
curled
fuck's
before.
Shuffleboard.
Curling is actually very funny and fun at
It's
the same
funny.
time.
It looks like it would be
It
fun.
looks
Yeah.
funny.
Well, if you listen to it with your eyes closed, it sounds very dirty. Because a lot of
So
people
does
going,
Are the people who are doing the sweeping, are they on ice skates?
no.
Okay, they're just like sliding on their feet,
Yeah.
right? Okay. I could do
They have
that.
very slippery shoes on.
I could do that.
Yeah?
so weird.
Would you rather be a broom sweeper or the guy who throws the puck?
That's a good question.
I'd
I would
sweeper.
probably want to throw the puck because I feel like I'd get tired. I mean, I have a lot of practice doing this, but like this would just like wear me down. I mean, you don't want to
those
you don't want to
guys
turn
are
you don't want to
test.
turn
You
your
just have to do
your
it.
you don't want to turn what you do for fun into work.
That's true.
That's true.
Yeah, just the repetitive hand motions.
What do you think is the worst sport to watch? I think probably bowling for me because it's not who's going to be
Is
the best.
bowling
It's
a
like let's
sport?
everybody just wait for one person to fuck up and then that guy loses. Because those guys are like used to bowling perfect games and stuff, right?
I don't think it's that common for people to bowl perfect games, but I can see where Gus is coming from.
Like, I
where
wouldn't even
who
classify it as a
cares?
sport.
Yeah.
I would say golf.
Golf is fucking
Like
boring.
I've never played golf, but I could see it being enjoyable if you go out and do that. But watching someone else is like, oh.
I agree. I
yeah.
don't personally. I've never gone golfing. I didn't no interest in it. But I can even see like me golfing. Hey, this could be fun. It's like, how the hell is that
Yeah.
entertaining to watch?
I'm just
Like,
picturing you.
They don't
golfing.
even let the
Dude,
people
I
that
got the whole
attend have
suit.
fun. Like if somebody claps too loud, it's like, okay, you need to calm it down.
We should go golfing.
Let's do it.
We should have a let's play.
Let's
Let's
golf.
golf.
Let's golf.
You know what I found out recently about Gavin?
Let's golf.
When he gets bored when he's watching sports, he pictures the players naked.
What?
That's what he said. I found that out
Gavin
recently.
says a lot of things.
Gavin does say a lot.
Yeah. The reason I know that is because at
Because he told
RBBTO,
you.
which is one of our fan events in Toronto,
Shut up.
we had a mini sticks tournament, and he was watching it, and you could tell he was really bored because he didn't know what was going on.
What tournament?
Mini sticks?
What the hell is mini sticks?
Mini
Is that
sticks.
some crazy Canadian sport?
It's like it's hockey with less people and
Of course,
Hey,
it's a
guess
version
what the
of
most boring
hockey.
sport to watch is? Mini sticks.
it's actually really fun.
It's hockey, but with less people and no fighting.
Less
And
people
smaller sticks.
and yeah, smaller sticks. You have to play like crouched down. It's like
Why? Why would you do that?
It's just a type of sport.
all right,
I don't know why you're getting.
I just
I
imagine
didn't
people
invent
bumping
it.
heads a lot.
Somebody's like, hockey, it's okay, but let's fucking take these sticks, cut them in half. How about that, right? That'll work. See this huge rink? A quarter of the size.
Bitches love mini sticks.
I don't think so.
Nope.
Canadian bitches, maybe.
Did everyone answer? What's the most boring sport?
I didn't answer. I don't. Sports?
Sports.
Give a shit.
Are there any sports you like?
Like I can watch a football game. If I go to a football game, I can be entertained by it. But it's like I could never sit through a basketball. I hate basketball. I hate it. I think it's like the most repetitive thing in the world. Like hockey, I get. There's a fucking goalie on each end, or like a goalkeeper.
Yeah.
It's like he gets to the end, and it's like, whoa, don't put that thing in there. Basketball, it's just like an open net. It's
I've
just
said that
point,
before, too.
point, 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 point. There should be a dude like above the net, just like rejected. Like if he had like some sort of seat, like you know those seats they have for senior citizens that like take you up the
Yeah,
stairs.
yeah.
They just go back and forth, like motorized. If there was like a guy in a motorized chair, like above the net, that could just slap it away, basketball would be. It's like
watched
an
that.
amazing game of basketball. They win 12-8.
Yeah, yeah.
That would be incredible. That would be awesome.
I'd watch that.
I'd
I'd
watch
watch
the
that.
shit out of that.
That sounds incredible. That sounds
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, I don't like watching basketball.
College
either.
basketball is even worse, though.
Yeah.
College basketball is way worse than professional basketball. Like I know a lot of people get like super excited about March Madness and the playoffs are like, oh, I don't fucking care.
Like March Sadness.
Yeah.
Yeah, March Sadness.
I
Like March
used-
Badness.
I played a lot of
I
basketball.
got a pity laugh out of Kyle over here.
Good one, Gus.
You promote it, Gus.
Okay.
I played a lot of basketball when I was a kid, and I think it was only because my dad realized that I was tall. That was it. I was the most awkward kid out on the, I almost said field, on the court.
No wonder you would
Get out there in the basketball field.
You know, the first time.
Get to the goal.
The first time I ever played a sport, my mom signed me up for like Pee Wee soccer, and we all went out on the field, all the kids in their little cleats, and everybody had a soccer ball. And the first thing that my coach did, it was like some like college age girl, was like, "All right, kids, everybody come out here. We're gonna dribble in a circle. Everybody's gonna have a fun little time. It's gonna be easy. We're all gonna learn to be friends." And I went out there, and I guess the only sport I had ever seen before was basketball. So I went out there, and she told me to dribble the ball. So I started dribbling the ball with my hands in a circle, and everybody in the stands was laughing. I'm looking at all the other kids kicking with their feet. I'm like, "You guys look stupid. Your parents are so embarrassed. Look at them laughing at you. I pity you and your ignorance." That was my very first experience with or any sort of athletic sport.
And your last, right?
Does the ball dribble? Does it not? Like, wouldn't it be like, pff, you'd find out
No, I got it to
immediately?
dribble. I got it to work.
How hard did you, like, throw
I
it?
don't know.
Soccer balls don't dribble.
And especially on grass.
Yeah, on
I
grass?
got it to work, man.
dribble.
Like a basketball?
it's really overinflated?
Absolutely
Maybe
not.
not like a basketball,
Absolutely
but
not.
if it's really like full of air, like to a point where it's bouncy. Some soccer balls are a little bit softer, but
If you fill up a ball to where it's bouncy, it will
I
bounce.
find it hard to believe if you took a soccer ball
I'm
and
a
tried to dribble
scientist,
like a
okay?
basketball, you'd be like, yeah, this is normal. This is, I'm dribbling.
I probably wasn't very good at it.
I think you maybe took the soccer ball and then spiked it into the ground, and when it went flying, you're like, basketball.
dude, Miles has a strong, like.
He's powerful.
When he gives, he's very powerful.
What does that mean?
You give like
strong guy.
the most painful high fives.
No, I don't.
Jack is
Yeah.
known for the high fives, to be fair. Don't steal his
But
thing.
I'll be like, just do it softly, and you'll still hurt
Whoa.
me.
High five me now.
No.
Just
Come
do
on.
it softly.
Look, I'll take
and
the ring
you'll
off
still
here.
hurt
Here, do
me.
it to Michael.
Come on.
High five.
No.
High five.
No.
far as
Stop
fuck.
it.
You also don't give high fives. Like, I'll do something like, you know,
Who the
maybe we're
hell
out.
gives high fives?
Who do you not
Losers.
give high fives?
No.
What's wrong with high fives?
Who the fuck? Because it's always like never warranted. Like there's the high five guy who's just like, ah. I
guess that's me.
And it's just like, come on.
The high five
If
guy.
you don't know him, it's you.
It's
That's
probably
the-
me.
Good point.
One
Mom
in
was like,
four
what
people.
are you talking about? No way. High five everybody.
Everyone's
know.
so funny.
All right, I'm gonna read this here for just a second. Remind everyone that this podcast is brought to you by. Where'd our thing go?
Thank you, Michael.
What thing?
Where's our Twitter feed?
Oh, I don't know.
Well,
Fix
fucking
that shit.
fix it. Come
There we
on.
go.
How are we going to talk to the people? So funny you should mention that about people high-fiving. So we went downtown just the other night, Barbara, last weekend.
Yes.
And it was like Barbara, Lindsay, Gavin, myself, Jordan was there too. And it was relatively early. I think it was only like 11 o'clock or so. And we were walking from one bar to another. and some guy is in the crowd and like taps me on the shoulder, like as we're walking down the street. And he's like, "Hey man, come on," like high five. And me, I mean, like not being a piece of shit, but there's like plenty of fans that recognize us outside in public. I'm like, oh, maybe it's a fan or whatever. And I'm like, oh hey, and I high five the guy. Then I watch him go down the street and fucking high five every single fucking person on the block.
One of
I'm
those
like,
guys.
No, he's just a fucking drunk asshole
Yeah.
high fiving every single person that he passes by.
I didn't see that happen.
Miles wasn't there.
I don't high five people anymore
'cause it was
because
Miles.
one time I was at, I think I was at San Diego Comic-Con, and some person was like walking the opposite direction, and no, maybe it was at RTX, and
the hell is that?
whoever was walking the opposite direction recognized me and was like, "Oh, hey Gus, high five." So I go up to high five, and he gives me the hardest fucking high five in the world. Like he like really winds up and hits my hand, and like my whole arm just started tingling. And I was like, "You fucking piece of shit."
How weak are
I was
you?
like, "Why the hell?" You're the one who refused to high five him.
shit.
Michael's laughing. Come on, high five me.
Get out.
No.
How
high five.
weak
I
are you?
refuse.
Plus,
I
you
refuse.
lost
I
to
refuse.
Gus in
High
arm
five.
wrestling.
Yeah, wait a minute.
He beat
I
you.
recall I did beat you at arm
Yeah, I
wrestling.
know. I was trying to be funny.
No wonder my high fives hurt. You're made of like paper and glass.
That's
I
right. I beat her. I am so strong.
Congratulations.
That like I still I don't remember that stuff. I don't remember. I vaguely remember arm wrestling you.
You were so drunk. There's a Rooster Teeth animated adventure about it. About you arm wrestling me.
There is?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's right. That's
Are you in
right.
charge of that?
Jesus, I was so drunk I forgot that too.
You got drunk when you uploaded it.
Yeah, I was like,
Yep. That was a fun trip. That was the first time I met Michael in person. Was that
No,
here-
that was the second time.
Here at Comic Con? Oh,
met
right.
at
RTX,
but-
2011.
Oh yeah.
But to be fair, it was like hi, and then that was it
Yeah.
at RTX.
We didn't really know each other. And then it was you, me, Michael, and Chris, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was a fun trip.
God, the thing that sucked about that trip, about New York Comic Con, was that there's really no hotels within quick walking distance of the Javits Center.
Yep.
It's like everything is such a far fucking walk. So every morning, hungover, you'd have to walk like a mile to get there.
Whoa, you were hungover?
Yeah, more than once. And at the end of a long day standing in the booth, you'd have to like, oh my God, I have to walk all the way back
All the
over
way
there.
back. I
So-
think we took a cab one time, didn't we?
Oh, we might have.
Yeah.
I don't know if we mentioned this before. At the end of one day, we were leaving. You left before us because you were going to dinner with, I think
Oh,
it was
right.
with the vendor, with
Right,
the
right.
DVD distributor. And it was like Chris, Barbara, and myself waiting at the booth. And we had to wait for everybody to fucking leave so people didn't like steal all our shit. And they were like straggling behind like crazy. Like we were there like almost 45 minutes past like closing time.
Yeah.
So like I just got drunk as shit like at the booth. So then we went to leave and like we were finally ready to leave and the three of us go down the escalator. We're like 2 seconds on the escalator. I'm like, oh, I forgot my glasses. So I ran back to get them. On the way to get back my glasses, got fucking lost. Like completely lost. Like I was drunk, got completely lost. I ended up in like the maintenance tunnels. Like, yeah, no, I'm dead serious. Like, well, because they went down a certain escalator, and I was like, wait, where am I again? Oh, I'll just follow the exit sign. And then after like 73 minutes, I was like, I should not have followed these exit signs. And like I was underneath the fucking convention center, like walking through maintenance tunnels on my phone, like, Barbara, I don't know where I am. And, like, I had no reception. She's like, you're cutting it out. I'm like,
Didn't your
where am
phone
I?
also die
so
that
then
night?
my phone died because I didn't charge it, right? I finally get out of like the goddamn maintenance tunnel wherever I am. I'm like, say the front entrance of the convention center is here, like right out front. I'm fucking like across the street and like a block
All
away.
the way down.
Like
Wow.
I got outside and had to walk 2 minutes back to the front of the convention center to meet them. I was
Yep.
like, so apparently I came out through the fucking underground bunker.
We saw
I
you
thought you-
walking from like the entire other end of the convention center. How the fuck did you get over there?
I thought you were going to say you came out of the convention center and you ended up in Jersey. It's like, how the hell did I get over here?
It's a big convention
Bring me
center.
back.
But yeah, we went down the escalator, and you're like, oh, I forgot my glasses. I'll be right back. You went up the escalator, so we're waiting at the bottom.
gone.
And we're just like, man, Michael's been gone for like 15 minutes, and they're letting us out. So okay, we'll just meet him outside. It must have been 45 minutes.
You know,
But-
That we were
it was probably
waiting.
like
Mission
20.
accomplished,
For
though.
like 20. I got
You
there.
got the glasses.
I
You
got the
there.
glasses and I got back outside, and it was all good.
Everything's fine. We're all still friends.
Successful convention.
My
Yeah.
glasses.
Acquaintances, coworkers.
Yes. So I hate to call it out, but I see that Gavin tweeted something, and
Oh, what did he tweet?
being the asshole he is,
Piece of shit.
he tweeted this. He said, hi, longtime listener. I have a question for Michael. Why are you such a little tosspot poop knob?
Poop knob.
Pulse
Poop knob.
And now everyone's fucking retweeting it, and I can't read another goddamn thing because it's just that over and over. So thank you, Gavin, for fucking ruining that for
And now we're reading
everyone.
more.
Hi.
Well, if you a little poop knob. So answer the question.
Why are you a
how come?
tosspot poop knob?
You know, I was born this way. I am who I am.
You're like Lady Gaga.
Right?
You were born this way.
I was born before she said that song, though. So
How do you wake up Lady Gaga?
here we go.
Poker face.
Oh God.
I heard an audible groan from her room.
I think that was Kara.
Yeah.
How does Lady Gaga like her steak? Rah, 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 rah.
I like how you whisper the punchline just out of like fear. that
I'm
everyone's
so
gonna hate
ashamed of
you.
myself.
You're a self-hating punter.
Yeah. Barbara Punkelman.
It's pun acceptable.
Do you go to like Pun Anonymous? Just like, I can't help it. I just do it.
Yeah. My name
It's
is
been 7
Barbara.
days since my last pun.
Yeah. I pun to make myself
It's
feel
really
good.
pun bearable. No!
Are you
They
gonna
took away
go?
badge.
Did you see to Jax? Did he do that?
Are you gonna go to the O. Henry pun-off this year?
I don't think I'm good enough.
Oh, what?
I'll be honest. I don't think I'm good enough.
Have you
What,
seen
did you
like
go and
video or
scout
something?
the other talent?
No, I just know that some
What?
people are like, I'm not going to say this jokingly, like professional pun people.
What the hell is like a professional pun?
Like people who do it.
Like, what are you looking like? That's that
Like
is
on their
that's a quality.
resume.
Look at
5
this.
out of 5
Look at this.
stars.
Look at this fine crushed gold around the fucking
pun
edges
again.
of this pun.
I don't know.
What the hell is a professional? It's like, can you imagine like the veterans at that place, like the newbies? It's like, I've been punning since before you were born.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly.
You just go have some pun.
She's just trying to be on the podcast at this point.
Yeah, that's you just trying too hard. You should just go. You should just go and try it out.
Maybe.
It's in May, I think.
Maybe we'll have something at RTX.
Film it
Oh,
and
maybe we
fucking
should.
make a video out of it. It won't
Pun
be embarrassing at
qualifiers?
all.
Can we
Yeah,
out-
a
see
live
if we
pun
can
off.
out-pun?
You can make
versus
a
me.
you can make an RT life out of it if you go to the O. Henry pun-off.
I can,
There
although
you
I
go.
don't know if I'd want that on the internet.
We
It would probably be very embarrassing.
Right, so you make an RT life out of it and put it on the internet.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's
God,
God
forbid you were to
forbid.
make puns in front of like an audience or something like that.
I know.
God forbid we were ever embarrassed.
camera.
God, Barbara, people might find us foolish.
I know. I would never want to do anything embarrassing on camera.
Why did you do that?
So
Careful.
I don't know if anybody else cares or anybody else saw, but the Elder Scrolls Online opened up signups for their
saw that.
beta today.
What is that? Is it an MMO?
Yeah, it's a Elder Scrolls game, but MMO. So I didn't know they were that far along. I guess the game's been in development for like, I think like 6 or 7 years.
Holy crap.
And they're finally ready to start showing it to people.
I noticed something interesting on Reddit. There recently the Cyberpunk 2077 teaser came out. There was the Elder Scrolls Online teaser, and then I think was it today that StarCraft 2
The Heart of the Swarm
trailer was released.
opening cinematic.
All of these are really cool, really interesting cinematic trailers. On the Cyberpunk trailer, all the comments were, "Oh, this is gonna be the best game ever! I can't wait for it. This is gonna be fantastic." On the Elder Scrolls trailer, everybody said, "It's a cinematic trailer. I can't believe they're not showing us anything. This game's probably gonna suck." Like, how do you feel about cinematic trailers?
I think they're fine. I think they set the mood of a game.
Yeah.
But people may become disillusioned if they don't know anything else about the game or haven't seen any screenshots. So I could see why people would say that about the Elder Scrolls Online. If they haven't seen what the game looks like or know how it works,
Or they know how the other Elder Scrolls
right?
are.
They're just nervous about it. But
get
I've got,
that.
I've got no problem with
Yeah, no, I think they're
cinematic
fun.
trailers. Yeah, as long as you know what you're seeing.
Yeah, like I love all the World of Warcraft trailers, but every time I watch one, I'm like, the gameplay's not like that at all. See, it's like epic swords, and then I just imagine dudes just,
Yeah.
oh yeah,
That's the click. Yeah.
so much mana.
Yeah, you summon it.
I've always wanted to play an MMO, but I'm really terrified that
You've
I would
never
just
played
lose
one?
I've never played an MMO ever.
Well, I think it's time to get started.
I would lose myself. Like you guys would never see me ever again.
Let's do it.
I don't know what MMO would you? Because a lot of people are saying Warcraft is not the one to go to anymore. Like it was, but now it's kind of. I don't
It's
know.
still the most popular one by
Yeah.
far, I think.
Uh huh.
But I mean, it depends what you're looking for.
I
Like, what do you
played-
want? I got it. You know, you want some fantasy.
Okay,
you
I
want
recommend.
sci-fi.
I just finished
you got,
watching.
baby?
I just finished watching Sword Art Online, an awesome anime. And now I'd like to play some sort of fantasy MMO. What would you recommend?
Fantasy. You're talking like high fantasy, like dragons and castles and shit
Yep.
like that.
That sounds cool.
World World of Warcraft.
Okay.
It's still a good. I mean,
It's free to
still-
play too,
it's
right?
Still a good
Up
game.
to a certain level.
Yeah, up
I
to
think.
Level 20, I believe.
Level
yeah,
20.
something like that.
What level are you?
I tried World of Warcraft for
Oh
about
god, I've got like a ton of
5
like,
minutes.
level 80 characters. I haven't played the latest expansion. I didn't play
Pandaria?
Mr. Pandaria. So, but I had a bunch of 80s.
It was so weird. Like I've loved all the Warcraft trailers, and I was like, "That's Kung Fu Panda." That's all I could think the entire time was, "That's Kung Fu Panda." It's Jack Black kicking ass. I don't know.
Well, that started. I think that whole storyline, like the pandas, the kung fu pandas in World of Warcraft, started as an April Fool's joke years ago.
Really?
Yeah, like I think before the game even launched, they announced the pandas as like a playable race as one of their April Fool's jokes, and then it became real.
They ain't fooling us.
Yeah, they're not fooling
They
anymore.
ain't fooling.
Fool me once, shame on you. Fool never gets fooled again.
Is that
That's not the
phrase?
quote
That's
at
not it,
all.
but they didn't fool you twice.
Carrie-
Fool me
The
twice,
second
shame
time-
on you.
I love Carrie. Carrie does this thing where he'll try and like quote like memorable quotes, and he just butchers it to shit. My
Purposely?
favorite of his, no. My favorite of his was, well, you know, there's no rules in the Love War Battlefield. He was trying to say all's fair in love and war, but instead we got there's no rules in the Love War Battlefield. I liked it so
think
much
actually-
I photoshopped a picture of
I
him.
think that's better.
There's no rules in the Love War
I
Battlefield.
like that. I really like that actually.
I'll send you the picture we made to commemorate that day. It's great. It's like him holding the rocket launcher. It was one of the pictures Brian took for our t-shirts, our awesome t-shirts. We got a new t-shirt.
We did.
Which
It's
one?
T-shirt Tuesday.
You wanna pass it to me and I'll
The
show it
Ray
off?
Oh, that's
Achieve.
right. It's over here.
Raise, achieve,
I
rose
really like
shirt.
it. I love the
I
rose.
don't
It's not
quite
as
understand.
good as the King Gus shirt.
I'll say that's a pretty sweet shirt.
The King
So-
Gus shirt has foil on it, people.
I don't even get
This
it.
is similar to the Jack Beard shirt that says Achieve, but now it's Ray with a rose that says Achieve.
Is that
like
you,
those.
Gus?
It looks like me. It really does.
If you were to comb the hair back,
Fucking got him.
take that off.
No, that wasn't a good impression.
So is
you.
Jack also has an
Wait,
Achieve
hold on.
shirt,
Does he
right?
fucking dangle like that when he
Wait,
says
hold on.
it?
Let me see if I can get this. That doesn't look good at all. I mean, the shirt looks great. I mean, what I'm doing looks bad.
Yeah.
All right, just throw it on me. That's fine. I'll clean up your trash.
Thank you.
It's art.
Animal.
So I've still been walking around since last week's podcast. I've still been walking around showing people pictures of that thing I pulled out of my ear, or the doctor pulled out of my ear. It's like a shock image. I'm like, hey, look at this. Like, oh my god.
So gross.
I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Oh man.
You haven't seen it?
Oh, now you
I,
get an excuse.
I'm gonna tell the fast story
That's
because
fine.
we already talked about it last week. But my ear hurt last week. I went to the doctor, and he looked at my ear and basically said I had like a whole bunch of wax impacted in there, and he had to pull it out. And it was so gross. I took a picture of it.
Holy shit.
Apparently, that's why they say you're not supposed to use
Q-tips?
Q-tips,
Yeah,
pushing
'cause
it all the way
push
in
it
the ear, 'cause
in.
it just pushes it in deeper. And ever since
Yeah.
I've heard about that fact, I'm just like,
Yeah, they have those little
Yeah.
like they're almost like the guns you use for like taking your temperature. You
Yeah.
know how you put them
Yeah.
in your
You
ear?
put it in your ear,
You just like
it
put it in
sucks.
your ear and it's like a little vacuum and it just goes.
I saw a
Sucks it
little
out.
infomercial thing about that. They've started running. It's like, no, yeah, you seen the one? It's like,
Yeah, I've seen it.
Doctors say you're not supposed to use a Q-tip to clean your ear. So now we're gonna, and of course it shows black and white footage, like some old guy, like, oh god, like
No,
he's stabbing
it's
his
a
ear.
fucking guy. Lindsay and I saw this, and we had this whole conversation about it. It's a guy like cleaning his ears just like with a Q-tip, like doo-doo-doo-doo, and he's just cleaning on, and he goes, oh! He's like jumps.
head back.
Like he's just like ah, and like freaks out, and it's like a huge X across the screen. It's like no,
Don't do
you will
that.
die.
Don't stab your brain.
Q-tips are the leading cause of death every year in America.
Use the wax vac.
75,000 people die.
Is that what
a
it's
year.
called? The
I
wax.
don't know.
Wax vac.
I'm sure that was one of the
Might
suggested
be
names for the
something like
product.
that.
Have you ever seen the infomercial for the neti pot?
Oh,
Do you know what that is?
Oh, those are
No.
disgusting.
It's like it looks like a little teapot, and you put it in one nostril, and the water can
Yup.
go the
Oh,
other.
I hate
Yep.
those. I've had to use it like a few times when I'm
Well,
got really bad sinuses.
You have to be careful with those and use distilled or purified
Mm-hmm.
water.
Yeah.
Because some people don't. They just use tap water.
Yeah.
And like bacteria will be.
Yeah,
in
well,
it.
they get an amoeba in their body and they'll die.
I like how
like how you
slowly
say-
you
you
get into that. You're like, they'll
You look
get
at the smile on your
an
face as you're
amoeba
talking about
in
that.
their body. and die.
Well, I had to make sure I was saying it right. I was like, shit, I'm gonna fuck this up.
Oh my god, that reminds me of a time I was on a date with a girl.
No, you weren't.
No, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Let him go. Let him go.
I was on a date with a girl like really long time ago. I was in high school or something, and my dad was driving us somewhere. I think I didn't have a car yet,
Loser.
and we had passed in Texas. There's a certain time of year where bluebonnets just blossom everywhere. There's beautiful blue flower. They're all along the sides of the highways and stuff like that. And generally, a lot of families will stop and they'll take a picture of their kids in the bluebonnet fields. It makes for a nice like Christmas card or some bullshit. So we passed a family that had pulled over on the side of the highway to take a picture in the bluebonnets, and me and my girlfriend at the time were like, oh wow, look at that! Oh, that's so sweet. We should do that. And my dad's a really quiet guy. He's just this big Mexican dude, and he normally doesn't say much. Like especially when I was in high school, like we just didn't talk that much. He was just really quiet, like no sports. But I don't know why he felt the need to chime in. He goes, I heard on the news the other day, a family went out and took their picture in the bluebonnets, and baby got bit by a rattlesnake and died. It was just like stunning silence in the car. And the best part was he just starts laughing. I'm like, what? Like, she looks at me like, is your father fucking insane? And I'm thinking, I think my dad's insane. And he's just laughing, like, what the fuck's going on? He goes, I'm sorry, I just remembered a funny Saturday Night Live skit. I was like, what?
Like,
Apparently he was talking,
he was
talking about the Debbie Downer skit. Like, there was a skit where, like, she would say, like, 95% of people die of whatever. And then the character looks in the camera and you hear, wah, wah. So apparently he realized he was being a Debbie Downer and then just started laughing. But in reality, he just looked like a crazy person.
So you're saying you scored?
Absolutely not.
How many dead bodies were in the back? Like, in the trunk?
Well, I mean, he was driving a truck, so like a good hefty bunch.
No, fellas, go way out in the blue bonnet. I'm gonna take care of something over here. You mind handing Daddy a shovel?
No, don't look at Daddy. He'll be busy.
You guys have fun on your date.
It's just a rattle.
Where did you go on your date?
We went to the Mexican food restaurant.
Your hometown.
Yeah.
So I grew up in a really small town out on the Texas-Mexico border.
How small was it?
Tiny. It sucked. It was awful. To this day, my parents still apologize to me for making me grow up out there. But like it was so small and it was like so close to Mexico. People don't believe me when I say this, but I didn't really know any white people until I went to college.
I believe that.
It was like, oh, white people. I've seen them on TV. Wow, they're so weird. It was such a bizarre experience growing up out there.
When I got to UT, there was a bunch of people from like small towns that when you go to UT, they have a weekend of orientation where you go and you get like little pamphlets about shit you need to know, maps of the campus, and then they make you go to like it's almost like they put on a play. Like they literally put on a play for like to teach you basic things like don't leave your laptop unattended. And it's really weird. And one of the things that they do is it's essentially a don't be a racist play. Like realize that you're not the only race of people at this campus. Don't be a dick to the others. And then afterwards, they would make you go, and your orientation advisors would have let's all have a talk about what we watched today. What'd you guys think? Was it a good performance? All right, did everybody get the message? No racism. Racism's bad. All right, questions, answers, pop quiz. It was really weird. And I thought the whole thing, I was like, this is such bullshit. Who doesn't know this? And then one girl in the back's like, so I've never seen a black person before. And I was just like, oh my God, this is the strangest thing. These people exist. Like she just was like, is it like, I don't remember. She asked some sort of question.
Did she
in
sound
the
like
room.
that too?
Yeah, no, she was like a total Southern belle. And it was just, it was so strange. Like, so do they like, I mean, do they only hang out together? Or I mean, is it like, no, it was like, yeah, no, exactly. You're like, whoa. Like everybody was just stunned. It was really,
Yes.
Yeah. But it was just, I don't know, it was just weird. I didn't understand, like I didn't realize that there were towns that there's like no black people, no Mexicans, just like, good old white folk. Like, I don't know. It was weird, man.
That's really bizarre.
It was really weird.
Really weird, but I will say, like, moving from New Jersey, and not necessarily Texas, but just where I live in Austin, like, there are not a lot of black people here at all.
In Austin?
Yeah. No, but I mean comparatively. Like,
okay, yeah. I've never been to Jersey, so.
Like, I got in, and I was not only in Jersey, but I went to New York for a weekend while I was there. And I was like, right, okay. There's more than white people and Mexicans.
Yeah, Austin's really strange. I feel like
Austin.
for this part of Texas especially, it's like just a couple miles south in San Antonio, it's a huge Hispanic population. But I feel like that doesn't necessarily exist in Austin.
Yeah.
I don't know why that is.
South
it's
Austin.
very, very white in
Yeah.
Austin.
Yeah,
I
so-
noticed that the first time I came here that there was like no Asian people either.
Unless you go to UT campus, in which case.
I saw a breakdown. I think someone posted on the Austin subreddit today, showing like, I guess on the New York Times website, it was a breakdown of census data for the entire U.S. by census tract, showing like racial density, age, and like all kinds of different demographics, and you could like adjust all these sliders and see like how people have moved in and out and how it's changed over the last between 2000 and 2010.
Yeah.
It was really, really interesting.
Very interesting.
I stared at it for like 30 minutes. Like, I was like zoomed in on my neighborhood, like, wow. Like, one of the stats they had was homes occupied by a single person. I was like, why do they track that?
Well,
Like,
I
Jack,
feel like that's interesting though. Like if I care about what I'm looking at, dumb stats that are completely worthless to me, I will look at forever. Like, whoa.
there's a really funny Twitter account called Stats Canada that are just completely fake stats. It's like 86% of Canadians own a moose.
That's
Stuff like that.
misleading.
It is.
Barbara.
We're talking about legitimate
We're talking
stats,
about facts here.
I know.
census data.
But it's a funny
No,
alternative.
no.
Gus is like, what's that? Okay.
Okay, cut
she's
Mara,
gone.
kill her mic, rolling her out of here. We're going to replace her with someone else.
When do you
Bring out
think-
Kara, no one will notice.
At what point in the podcast, Gus, do
Love
you
you,
think the
Barbara.
set will be sophisticated enough where like there's another chair underneath this where you hit a button, it's like, and
like
I go back and like a new person just sitting here like during like cutaway.
They were pretty sweet. We'd like be like, get him ready, go, go, go. They like have to jump in at the last second, and like the centrifugal force like whips them up.
Your stunt guest.
Yeah. Or like it's just an ejector seat. It just fucking shoots you up like out the roof, and like a new person just pops up from the bottom.
You probably just hit somebody when the camera cuts away too.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
So we've been playing around with some ideas for ways, nothing that fancy, but ways to improve the podcast set. And
Really? No ejector seats?
no ejector seats. We're not working on that. But we're trying to figure out new ways to get audio, and we're trying to figure out how to get, like, I don't know if you can see there's a microphone up there. We're trying to figure out ways to get mics above us to get our audio. And we're like, I don't know how we're going to do it. It's really complicated. We got to make sure it's not in the camera. We got to get these stands. I was like, let's just hang them from the ceiling and just like hang them straight down. Like, oh yeah, great, we'll do that. So that's
Seems
our current
safe.
plan.
Like
No safety.
like announcer style.
No, just where they just like point down, right?
Rooster Teeth
podcast. In
'Cause
this corner,
the problem is
Sorola.
we already have a problem getting Jack to
Oh.
stop talking. He would.
Oh, hey, look, we're
oh
looking at
God, way to go! You're showing it.
You're ruining the illusion.
Look
Wow,
look how
at that
beautiful.
Nice fucking like warehouse look.
God,
I think they shoot Sailor Moon here on the weekends.
that, my friends, is what we call a callback. Way to go, Miles.
Bazinga!
We just need a stuffed cat. and we'll
I'm
be
sorry,
good.
way to go, Bernie.
Oh, fuck you. I brought it upon myself.
Yeah, you did.
I like how you wore that for the podcast, but you wore it all day.
Like I said, I'd love an excuse to like wear a suit and fancy shoes and tie. I don't do it very often.
We should start having formal day at Rooster Teeth.
No, we shouldn't.
Who
Fuck
brought that up?
It's the stupidest idea ever.
Somebody brought that up
Not gonna do
today.
Barbara just did.
Well, no, not you. It wasn't you. Somebody else said that like in
He's
Silicon
talking about
Valley.
that before.
In Silicon Valley, like everybody dresses so casually out there on Casual Friday, they just all show up to work in suits. I don't know. I don't think that would work here at
No,
all. Actually, no, that would not. Achievement Hunter would just be like, fuck that.
My first
Why
day
you single
here,
out Achievement Hunter, Miles? You racist?
I'm
You
racist.
shut the hell up.
I don't own a suit.
Really?
What?
Yeah.
What do you wear for like
Yeah, you
weddings or
do.
funerals or
Tuxedo
something?
T-shirt.
you wore. Oh no, you wore a tux.
Yeah, I'll rent a tux. Or
Right.
rent something. Like I went one time a few years ago. I went and I tried to buy a suit. I I went to a store here and I was like a suit store.
Ooh.
I won't name names, but I walked in I'm like I want to buy a suit. They're like okay, and they'd like start taking my measurements. They were like, yeah, we can't sell you a suit.
What?
I was like, why? They're like, you're too skinny and your arms are too long. I was like,
You went to a shitty suit
they're like,
store.
why don't you go try another store? I was like,
Are you serious?
yeah, I was like, surely you've made a suit like this. You can make a suit to fit me. Like, nope.
Sir, your
They told
body
you to go to a
resembles
big and tall
spaghetti.
store.
They like looked at me like I was a freak. They're like,
like-
sir, you are too skinny
Somebody-
and your arms are too long.
You are an orangutan, sir.
Somebody came out.
I don't think you're human. We are calling the police, sir.
They came out
The
and looked
FBI
at
is
you.
on the way.
Somebody came out, and looked at you, and they measured you, and they're like, "It's just."
It's not right.
Over and over again, that can't be right.
He calls his manager
I'll be
over.
right back. I'll be right back. Goes in the back. You see them like, did you see him? What?
Your waist to arm
What? You're just
ratio
looking at
is
him,
not
it's like,
proper.
And then someone up front's like, hey guys, something just walking to the store. Yeah, no, we're on it.
We think it's some kind of hairless ape.
Just like a collection of people all just like discussing and pointing at you.
Yeah. So,
We're gonna have to ask you to leave.
I was so mortified because I hate talking to people anyway. I was like, it's been years. I still can't go ask someone for a suit again. I'm still like
Isn't
shocked.
that like what a tailor's for?
That's what I thought.
Like,
You feel
hey,
that,
this
right?
doesn't fit you.
We're
I'm
gonna
gonna
get you over
make
that,
it
Gus.
fit you.
This
Gus,
was
ask me for a
a couple
suit.
years ago, right?
What?
This incident?
This was like 7 years ago.
Yeah, so you filled out a little, right?
Yeah, I'm a little bigger in the middle. But what does that matter?
You
Okay,
could
I've
be
got a
48
fucking stomach
pounds,
now.
and someone should be able to like make you a suit.
Yeah.
I've seen
Make
babies
it
in suits
smaller.
make you a suit.
That
They have
I
children's
know.
suits.
Apparently, those
Yeah.
children are more well proportioned than I am. I'm like some kind
See,
of freak.
his arms are the same
If
length,
they can
so
make
like
a suit
that was
for
done.
Andre the Giant, they can make a suit for Gustavo Sorola.
He was more proportionate, I guess.
I guess so, man.
No,
You're just too off. When I went to get a suit, I hadn't had one, and this is like maybe 4 years ago I got one. It's the one I still have now. I went into like Sears or Macy's or something like that, and when everyone's like, oh, you're gonna have to get it tailored and this and that, and blah, I had a wedding to go to, and it was like 3 days before the wedding. I walked in and I was like, yeah, I need a suit, and I went to like the woman that working in that department. She measured me, literally pulled things off the shelf, was like, try these on. I was like, hey, these don't have to be tailored at all. Bye, and I walked out. It was like 20 minutes. I was in and out. I was like,
Nice.
hey, my suit, and I left.
Someone said, so Gus is Slender Man?
That's a horrifying.
Yeah, no, Slender Man has a suit. I don't. So we're different.
Slender Man
He's got
sounds
that
like
going
a
for him.
And
Slender Man
tentacles and
sounds
shit.
like a last name, like
Slenderman?
Gustavo Slenderman.
My name's Roy Slenderman. Pleasure to meet you.
Yeah,
Child
exactly.
abductor extraordinaire.
Child abductor, Jesus.
Yeah, dude, that's the Slender Man story. He takes children in the woods.
Right.
Yeah, I know internet stuff.
He had to hang out and stuff. Like, he made
There's
it
some
weird.
puppies and candy in the back of his van.
Why do you gotta put your sick brain into it? God
You
damn
right.
it, Bernie.
So, how many people told you today that you look like Bernie? Was it just
No,
like
everybody
nonstop?
just called me an asshole.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, why the fuck are you wearing a suit? I was like, I'm trying to be Bernie. Well, you did it wrong.
Worth
Oh.
it. Definitely worth it.
I got so much harassment, I went home and I got jeans instead of my suit pants.
They look
Are you
good.
serious?
Yeah. Well, that and to get my Sega.
Well, I was.
So you went home. This is what I'm getting. So you went home.
Wait. Let me interrupt. That's how much free time you had today.
That's how much free time I had today.
You even went home. We finished.
We finished work at about probably 5:15 or so.
AM?
No,
Like,
PM.
what were you doing
We, like,
today?
No,
Yesterday?
we like Carrie and I were literally at the computer. We're like, tick, 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 and tick, enter. And we sat back. How much time do we have left? It's 5:15. That's a shitty amount of time. Bail? I guess. Yeah, are we good? We good for that? We'll start early tomorrow. Okay, cool. All right, I'm gonna go get my Sega. I'll be back. That was
That's
it.
bullshit. I can disprove that. Because I was there and I saw you playing the Sega and you both were there and it wasn't even 5 yet.
Okay, maybe it was earlier than 5.
Maybe it was 3:15. Like 5:15. Whatever.
You kind of look like.
Maybe I went home at lunch. You know,
The
it's
little hand has to be on the 5 and the big hand is on the 12.
I even
I knew I
mentioned
should have
this
worn an analog
yesterday.
digital
you-
watch.
When you sent the email
Can't talk.
asking people to be on the
Nailed it.
podcast, and Miles was on the list. Like I went over to Miles and I talked about it. I'm like, oh, did you get the email? And he's like, yeah.
I thought today was gonna be
really busy. Like, I'm gonna see if somebody can do it, if I can get out of it, because like I'm really swamped here. And I was like, man, it's terrible.
Dude, we were really
My
worried.
computer told me and I was like, bullshit, I'm going to
yeah,
go
we
talk
have-
to him right now.
Yeah,
My
our current
Gus was like,
schedule
no,
right-
he's doing it. I
Our
don't
current
give a shit.
schedule right now is writing 2 episodes a week, which is the length that we're doing the episodes is fucking hard. So yeah, no, every day is like, so we're gonna like die tomorrow, right? Yeah, we're probably gonna die tomorrow. Today was a blessing of a day.
Good job.
It's good. Yay.
You guys have built like
good
your
job,
own
Carrie.
little.
Shout out to Carrie.
Good job making it seem harder than it is.
You've built your own little fort in
We
the
made a fort.
studio. It's
Yeah.
so awesome going in there because you guys have like your action figures up and like all different like whiteboards and everything. It looks like a little like room.
I'm never gonna get laid ever.
It looks
again.
like a little
Oh, yeah.
room.
It does. No, it seriously does
Like a
look like a
little
little
bedroom.
kid's room. There's a little bean
Yeah,
bag.
it's
There's a
that
shelf
couch
for all of
over
our
there now.
toys.
Yeah.
And we
Yeah.
took that couch from upstairs.
Carrie has that. I don't know what anime it's from. Carrie has that one like witch on his desk, and
Soul
it's
Eater.
like someone on their knees, like sticking their ass out.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
No, there's
How
a.
have I not seen
This was
that?
this is the character.
Somebody should go get that. It's on Carrie's desk right
If
now.
somebody goes to Carrie's desk, it's a witch on all 4s.
Oh, you're gonna know which one it is.
It's that was the one character I really didn't like about Soul Eater, and the same thing. I had the same thing with Gurren Lagann, which is they just have the fan service character. Like, she serves no purpose in the show. There's one episode where she fights another character, and it's an equally hot chick, and they have a cat fight in like bikinis. There's no purpose to having her
you
character.
just explained
You
the
just,
purpose.
you just explained the
It's just
purpose.
tits.
Yeah, it's-
All she is just tits and ass.
So
it drives me crazy.
she's the main
Like,
character then,
no,
or-
Tits and ass drive me
that's
crazy
the reason.
too.
That's like characters like that give anime a bad name. Everybody
you,
thinks
guys.
anime is nonstop action and like, oh, Kyoshi, like,
Because it is.
no, it's not. I'm sure it is.
I'm sorry, I just was informed that it's collectibles, not action figures. I apologize
Oh.
to all of the people who collect collectibles and not action
Here,
figures.
I'm going to read this while we wait, because I heard someone open the door and they're over there getting the thing for Carrie. So let me read this
I'm gonna
while
pee
we
while
wait.
you read that.
Okay.
Number 1, write it down.
I'm going to kill you. I'm going to wait for you to leave. Go on, disconnect.
This is
There we
awkward.
go. Okay, here we go.
Do we have the? Oh, there's the witch. I think her name's Blair. I don't remember.
This is a sexy witch.
I know
That's
it's a
what we
sexy witch, and
said.
I hate her.
Yeah.
Give me If we could. Here's Blair. I have a great view
her
right now.
ass is
so
showing.
here's if you can we? Kyle, are you hooked into stuff? All right. Anyways, I don't know if you can see it. I'm gonna turn around.
You,
Here's.
you could totally see it.
and
Oh, there it is.
there's
Man,
butt.
she's, oh, wait, look over
Oh, there we go. So here's front. I feel like I'm showing off like, this is the lovely Blair.
Yeah.
And we're gonna turn around and ass cheeks right there, boys and girls. It's like, I just can't stand characters like this because, yeah, I'm gonna put her over here next to the senator's puck.
Yeah, that looks like that's more in focus over there.
It's,
Oh, I can do it.
Oh, you killed her.
no, Blair! Or no, I'm gonna face her the appropriate direction so her
Thank
butt's
you.
sticking out.
Perfect.
Oh, there. Oh, that's great. We'll have that there for the whole podcast. So I can't stand characters like that because I feel like it cheapens the whole thing. And there's a character in Gurren Lagann, which is Monty and Carrie's like favorite anime, which is supposed to be some sort of I don't want to say a parody, but it's supposed to comment on like a bunch of other animes and essentially they have one of the main characters, Yoko, is just. They created a camera angle for her. You've heard of the over-the-shoulder shot? They have an over-the-side boob shot for her.
OTSB?
OTSB. And I just don't.
So what is that shot? It's just like there's side
It's just
boob and half.
and then the people are
You
like,
know what
they're
that shot
looking
is,
at her
come on.
eyes while they talk, and then they slowly all look down at her tits, and then she has like a little furry animal that she keeps in between her.
That's just not
Yeah,
fair.
right?
She's
It's
just
just-
asking you to look at it at that point.
I know, and there's. I don't know, like Full Metal Alchemist didn't really have that. They had Winry and there's oh come here Joe. I
Dude,
wanna be
Winry
like
was a
Bernie.
good character.
Winry was a good character. There were, however, I don't think it was Brotherhood. I think it was it was
That wasn't
in
a
the
show,
in the
Miles.
original series. They had a credit sequence that was just like her posing and taking a bath. I'm fine with that. That's the credits. If you're gonna get your fan service in, get it after the show's over. But I don't like characters that are just like the whole time.
You don't.
No, it's.
So you're
I feel like it
saying we
cheapens the whole
won't
show.
see anything like that in Ruby.
No, this is Miles, though.
Okay.
I trust Monty.
And also that figure was on Carrie's desk.
True. So
Yeah.
Carrie's a supporter.
Yes.
We're
There's-
good to go then.
Never mind,
So
I don't know.
I can't say too much, but we're reworking a lot of the studio right now. We're putting in some desks and setting up stations there for people to start working on stuff. And I was back there earlier looking at some things that Taylor was working on, and I moved like this cork board like out of the way, and I looked at the other side and I was like, ooh, secrets.
Yeah.
It was like stuff that you guys have been working on. and,
Yeah.
Like, I hadn't
Yeah,
seen
like
it
a lot
yet.
of artwork.
We have a
and stuff.
lot of concept art from Eileen in there. It's fucking awesome. Every time Monty's like, we got new mail from Eileen, Carrie and I are like, email.
Do you want to
Whatever.
explain who Eileen is?
Yeah, Eileen is our main, I guess, concept artist at this point. She does a lot of character design along with Monty. So like with red, white, black, and yellow, I won't say names. With red, white,
Close
black,
call.
and yellow, Monty came up with. He's a really good artist. He's great at drawing. He came up with a great sketch for the character outfits. Sent them to Eileen, who is incredible. She's 21 years old and already has like published books.
She has a
of
deviant
Children's
art.
books, right?
If-
She has a bunch of
yeah.
children's books?
If people want to check her out, she has a deviant art.
Yeah, it's
as well.
Ein Lee,
Like-
Einlee, I believe is how you spell
Yeah.
it. She's fantastic. Every time she sends us work, it's Christmas Day, man. And we have a cast of characters, so it's really something, and it's a privilege to get to work with her.
The depth that they've gone into for Ruby is ridiculous.
It was weird. After the first trailer, we were really worried about how this character trailer only showed the actiony side of Ruby, and really it's going to be it's not just going to be a slaughter fest of like, yeah, let's fight crazy monsters and stuff. It's going to be there's comedy and all sorts of stuff. I won't get into it.
There is fan service, though, right?
I will not comment on the amount of fan service that is or is not within the show RWBY.
All right.
Are there going to be girls leaning over with their butt peeking out of their skirt with a little thong on? That's the real question.
I think Miles is replying
Just
no
gonna
comment.
take a drink of my beer. No, Monty said no upskirts or anything like that.
Aw. Sorry,
Well,
guys.
How about
that.
any full frontal male nudity?
Well, I mean, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's the
I
That's the
called
title
dibs
of the
on that
first
character.
episode.
I want dibs
RWBY
on that
Chapter
character.
1, full frontal male nudity.
That'd be a good seller, dude. People would watch episode 1.
we do have a bunch of cool guy characters that I'm really excited about. Very excited about. So, RWBY, the white trailer coming soon.
Coming soon.
Coming soon.
And we could
Keep an
probably
eye
also
out.
talk about RTX.
Yeah.
well.
You want to
Yeah.
do it?
I
I'll
think
let
we
you do
can.
the honors since you are head of RTX.
Yeah,
What's going
I
on?
was given
Side
the-
head of
I was
RTX.
given
Have you heard about RTX?
You haven't heard? It's this thing.
July 5th and 7th at the Austin Convention Center, where gaming meets the internet.
Go ahead and say it.
I was given the go-ahead to announce this, but episode 1 of RWBY is going to premiere at RTX 2013.
Yes.
Yay.
That is our premiere, the premiere of Chapter 1 of RWBY.
I got to cheer from
Tickets
there.
on sale now at rtxevent.com.
Yep.
Yes.
Your source for everything RTX.
And we'll also be having a RWBY panel and stuff like that. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm excited. It's gonna be good.
A lot of people are.
Me too. I'm looking forward to July 8th.
Yeah.
I remember last year, the day after RTX, was the happiest I'd seen Gus in like 6 months. Like, he was just like, I don't give a fuck.
I was so like,
There was like a solid month, and then you were like, all right, it's over. You already had to start planning for this year. But like that
Yeah.
month, you were like the happiest guy I've
Yeah.
ever
We
seen.
had our first RTX meeting of 2013 in August, right?
yeah.
Yeah. That's fun.
Yeah, I think what I said, I stole that old Lisa Simpson line. It's like, it's the longest possible time till more RTX.
364 days.
Yep, 364 days to go. If only it was a leap year, then I'd get that
know.
extra day.
Now we're under 6 months.
I know. It's really scary how that time goes.
Yep.
You think you have so much and then,
Dude, I'm glad I don't have to worry about all that.
Yeah.
That would be really stressful to me, Gus.
yeah.
I just read we have a tweet that said, "Dear God, please turn around that action figure." So Blair's gonna
Okay.
go. Yeah.
Now she's PG.
Now she's. Well, let's not say that. Did you see that chest?
Now she's PG-13, from whatever it was before.
It's bad.
No, I think that would qualify as probably G. She's not showing any cleavage, right?
And let's take a look.
Let's
No,
analyze
but those
this.
are hanging low, man. Those are. Do you want to see
Do
it?
No,
your
no, I'm
boobs
good.
hang
I'm good over
low,
here.
do
He doesn't wanna get
your
excited.
The
wobbles
first, the
across.
first shot of her in the show is her taking a bath and going. Meow. She's a cat. It's just weird, man. If you try ever introducing like a girlfriend to an anime, that's not. Don't start with episode 1 of Solo. Don't do that.
I'll
Just
find
don't.
different anime to introduce my girlfriends to anime.
Does
Esther?
Does Esther like anime?
No.
No?
No, you should ever watch
That's surprising.
Avatar: The Last Airbender. It's so good. It's so good.
Gus, make her watch it.
Yeah, I will.
Do it. Be like,
Not
Miles
that
said
one
so.
with the sexy cat.
Yeah, no, not
girl,
that one.
Don't do that, episode 1. That's the second anime you show her.
Okay, like once she's sold.
You watch something else, like you watch Avatar, and then it's like, hey, that was fun. All right, let's go to bed. And then like, when things are getting hot and heavy in the bedroom, you turn that on in the background.
Yeah.
It's like how you like that cat lady in the bathtub. Maybe you could be a cat lady. Maybe we'll both be cat ladies. We cat ladies together.
I'd like to be a cat lady.
Yeah, I'll be a cat lady with you.
What the fuck is everyone talking about?
Dude, you guys started it. I'm just continuing the conversation.
All right. Yeah, you
Trying to keep it lively, Bernie. She's doing it on purpose.
Unless you just give it like the pity laugh.
Kara's just laughing now, so we can talk about Kara laughing.
Yeah. Fuck you, Kara.
No
salt
laugh
and
that time. Silence.
So Nino Kuni finally came out for the PS3 today.
Do I like?
Have you not seen the trailer for this?
No. What
What
is
no
it?
idea what that is.
All right, I'll pull it up. I've been looking.
Pull it out.
I've been looking forward to this game for a while. I'm not going to say too much about it.
Okay.
Nino Cooney?
Yeah.
Zombieland TV show. What?
I don't need no Cooney.
God damn it, Barbara.
Seriously. I'm gonna high five you. Yeah.
I'm gonna
you better
high five you in the next week. You're gonna wake up tomorrow and be like, what happened? Oh, God.
My hand is gone.
Can you hit that full screen for me, Barbara?
What? Teamwork makes the dream work.
Like, hit it. Just hit it.
This is their E3 trailer from last year, 2012.
That's like Killer Soul Eater or something.
I like those dreads. I'm a fan of dreadlocks.
So it's like a Japanese RPG, but it's co-developed, I believe, with Studio Ghibli. They did all the animation. They do
This is a game?
Totoro. Yeah,
Oh, I love the look of it.
and like a lot of big animes that you may be familiar with?
Anime games look like the Naruto fighting games. I had a roommate that was a huge Naruto fan. I didn't like the games, but I loved the way they look. I thought they looked fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how the gameplay of this is. It's Japanese RPG, so I'm a little scared of it. But it looks so beautiful that, like, just based on the look of the game, I bought it.
Yeah,
So it's still in my car. I've been here all day. I haven't had a chance to go home and play it yet.
You
how it is
didn't
next week.
go home, change, get your
No,
fucking.
I didn't have 5 hours to spare in the middle of the day.
It was a busy day, Gus. It
I'm
was a really
really
busy day.
swamped, dude. This fucking thing has 50 games on it. Okay, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get
This
the
is like
podcast.
this.
You're never gonna
does
believe
not
me
look
again
like
if
a
I ever
video
tell
game
you
at
I'm
all.
busy.
It's crazy, right?
This looks like a movie or a show. Does not look like a video game.
Yeah, so Studio Ghibli, what else did they do? They did Totoro, Howl's Moving Castle, fuck, I'm losing a lot of nerd cred here because I can't remember everything else they did.
I'm not. Are those
Mononoke.
all Japanese RPGs?
Movies, anime movies.
Ah,
Spirited Away, thank you for saving my ass, Brandon.
there you go.
Shadar is incredibly powerful.
Interesting.
Yeah, we don't have to show the whole thing, but I mean, just like the look of it, so
Good
it's
timing, buffer.
buffering. Oh, good, they cut away perfectly. Right when
On cue.
it started.
Every day we bufferin'.
Yeah,
Why
you-
do I see Psy in the bottom left-hand corner?
Why the fuck are you complaining about it?
Yeah, you right.
I see Psy every night in my dreams. I wake up with a smile on my face.
So I bought that, and I also bought the Blu-ray version of Searching for Sugar Man finally came out, which is a documentary I had talked about previously on the podcast. It's a documentary about this singer from Detroit from the early 70s who was, his name was Rodriguez. And he released 2 albums that did terrible, like they didn't sell at all. I think his second album only sold like 6 copies in the US. But his music became super popular and influential in South Africa and was like a rallying cry for the anti-apartheid movement.
Whoa.
And like he's bigger than the Beatles and Elvis in South Africa. It's like a huge deal. But this was before the internet. People didn't know what happened to him because he only released those 2 albums and he like went back into obscurity. So these 2 filmmakers from South Africa come to the United States to try to find him.
Oh, wow.
And see what happened to him. It's really interesting. Yeah. So that just came out. It's nominated for Best Documentary Academy Award.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet.
I usually don't watch a lot of documentaries. I watched Exit to the Gift Shop.
Exit
or
Through the Gift Shop.
Through the
It's
Gift
really
Shop,
good.
yeah. Because I heard about, I think you guys talking about it on the podcast a couple of years ago. It was really good.
Was that the one with the artist, graffiti
Yeah,
artist?
Banksy.
Banksy.
The
Yeah,
Banksy one.
I actually did watch that as well.
Yeah.
Excellent.
My wife loves documentaries, so we watch a lot of them. In fact, she watched Searching for Sugar Man, I think, on the trip to Minecon when I went to Minecon in November.
I watched that documentary at your house when I was over.
Oh, God. Dope Sick Love.
Dope Sick Love.
What is that?
I'll let you
It's a
explain it.
documentary that follows 2 couples that are heroin addicts in New York.
Pleasant.
It's
Beautiful story.
It's fascinating.
It's beautiful. It's a love
And
story.
It's
Are they in love with
it
heroin?
really shows the lengths that people will go to. Once they're like really hooked on drugs and essentially homeless. Like one of the couples, it was this woman. She would pretend to be a prostitute, and then when Johns would come and pick her up, they'd like go to an alley to do the deed. She had like this little fake police badge that was tiny. She'd pull it out and be like, "I'm a cop. You're busted. I'm gonna take you to jail." And the guy's like, "Oh no, I don't want to go to jail." She's like, "Listen, my partners are all around us right now. If you can get out of this though. If you give me $100 to donate to the women's shelter that we're building in this neighborhood, we'll let you off the hook." Like, "Oh, okay." And the guy's like,
Wow.
the guy would give him money,
Yeah.
and then she just leave with their
That's-
money.
Well, that's smarter than being a
Okay.
prostitute.
Yeah. So like she would be
Wow.
constantly doing this scam, and then they would also go to trash cans, and they'd find like receipts for stores in the area. Then they'd go to the store and pull the merchandise off the shelves with the receipt, and then go to the return counter and be like, "We want to return
Wow.
this stuff."
Yeah.
Damn, dude.
It's clever.
Yeah. She was really hustling.
I don't want to give anyone ideas, but
But yeah, it is really graphic too. I mean, it is
Yeah.
like,
yeah, you see some stuff that you probably never would want to see in your life.
yeah.
Like some guy, am I allowed to say this?
Yeah.
Uses a needle that he cleans with toilet water in a public restroom.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he's like, "Oh, I gotta clean this." Like, sticks it in the toilet
Yeah.
and like swishes it around. It's like, "All right, that's good enough. Time to do my heroin." It's like, what are you doing? Like, what is the arc of your life that like you are cleaning a needle to shoot heroin in a toilet in New
Jeez.
York City?
Yeah.
You're like, "Oh, that's good, right there. All right."
Wouldn't it be cleaner to just piss on it?
I would
like at
think
least
so.
it's sterile. Like I'll piss on it myself.
Pretty much. But yeah, that was an interesting documentary.
God.
I
I'm
used
so
to
happy
watch
you-
crime documentaries like a motherfucker.
Oh, yeah?
Like I watched Court TV. My mother always watched like real documentaries like surgery shows and stuff like that, like open heart surgeries and stuff like that, and then like not murder mysteries, but like murder documentaries and forensic files and stuff like that. And at some point, like, just didn't give a shit that I was watching it. So I've been watching this since I was like 7 years old. Of like, just like, oh, we're gonna go ahead
good at figuring out mysteries now.
cut this heart out. For the longest time, like even me being 15, 16, I'd be like, dude, if you ever murder anybody, this is how you get rid of the body. Only because like I'd watch those all the time and like know all the ways you got caught. Like one asshole is like some like crackhead or whatever, ended up breaking into his neighbor's house and like to rob them, whatever, but ended up killing 2 people and leaving. But before he went in, he didn't want to leave fingerprints, so he took his socks off and put them on his hands. So they fucking caught him with his footprints that he left all over the floor. It's like, asshole. So I was like, oh, okay, they can get your footprints
So
too.
get
Through
extra
socks?
There you go.
Well, no,
or
get taking his socks off to cover his fingerprints.
wear gloves.
Oh yeah, but so footprints come
Then
off
he
on your
was
side?
bare feet.
He took his socks off.
I'm
Or
saying
he
on
didn't
his
stick his
hands.
hands in
Oh,
with his
he
feet. He wasn't
shit.
like,
Yeah.
they'll never catch me now.
He left the socks
Go to get
on.
the door.
In my brain, he put his shoes back on after taking off his socks because,
No,
you don't want to
I
stub a
guess,
toe.
I guess
That's
he
what
was
you would
the
think would
crazy
happen.
crackhead neighbor, so he didn't have shoes. He was just wearing socks. So he just took them off his feet and put them on his hands.
How the fuck
But it's
does
like,
that work?
no, seriously, I have like 7 years of like shit like that. Like, okay, don't
Noted.
fucking take my socks off.
Today I learned
Got
I should
it.
never try to kill anybody
Like,
because
I
I'd do a
always
shit job.
Well, dude, I always thought like if you murdered anybody and you had or whatever, you had like evidence or something. People always try and burn it and shit in the middle of a field, and it's just like some like random dude's like, oh, there's a fire, and then he goes and sees it, and then he finds a bag of like bloody clothes and shit, and
Then
he
you
calls
gotta
the
kill that
cops,
guy.
and then he's like, oh, it's the cops. What I never understood was I always thought like as a kid, I'm just like, why wouldn't you wait till the day like trash pickup comes? You see the garbage truck coming down the street, right? Because I mean, I lived at a house, a residential home, so we had a garbage can, and the fucking truck would just come, take the thing, and leave. Just like right before it gets to your house, put the bloody knife in in a bag, throw it in the garbage can, watch it go into the truck. You will never see it again ever in a million years.
Yeah.
What do people do? They wipe it off and then put it back in their fucking knife rack. I'm
Yeah.
like, you're an asshole.
They wanna
They
save
open it up
money.
and they find the blood in the handle. Come on.
They gotta save money.
They gotta save money. I
They
guess.
open it up
afford
and
a new
find the
knife.
blood in the handle. You have watched a lot
Yeah,
of these.
they do.
Damn, dude.
My entire childhood.
Well, it's the
in
same
my
way
teenage
that
years.
Breaking Bad has taught everyone how to make meth.
They don't actually teach you though. They never really get that specific with it.
But it's not hard to learn. There's the internet.
Yeah, I mean, you can find out much quicker on the internet than watching Breaking Bad, but
and how to dispose
I'm
of
trying
the
to
body.
learn how to make meth.
No,
I'm in
I-
the third season of Breaking
I-
Bad. I haven't learned anything yet, but man, is there some character progression.
it's like my notepad is empty.
But my heart is filled.
Yeah.
It's funny that we bring this up because the other night, a bunch of friends, like Brandon and Carrie, and a bunch of us went out for drinks, and the topic, I think it was Brandon. Brandon loves hypotheticals, and just in the middle of the night,
I
Brandon.
hate hypotheticals.
Yeah. That was one of the first conversations was about hypotheticals. But he goes, "If you ever had to hide a body, how do you think you'd do it?" And Carrie came up to me today. He said, "I scared myself while out on a jog last night because I thought about it, and I think I came up with a good answer." What's wrong, Joe? Joe, come here.
What's a good answer?
Well,
Holy shit, are you serious?
Carrie said that what he would do was, sorry, Carrie. He said, well, first, you got to chop up the body because you're not going to be able to get rid of a full body. That's way too big. So you got to chop down into manageable pieces. Then, after that, what you would do
Yeah,
is,
and I'm going to say real fast, and Brandon's already saying it too. That's not easy. How can you cut this bone? I mean,
Yeah,
this is
dude.
a process.
yeah, no, Brandon brought that up. He was like, you can't just chop. I don't think you'd have the will to chop up a body. I think you'd
You get
gag.
a-
Well, I mean, if you killed somebody,
Yeah, if you
though-
killed somebody, I feel like you have the gumption to be
Yeah,
able to
I
cut
agree
up a
with that.
body.
Chainsaw.
Yeah,
So-
I disagree so far, but go ahead. I want to hear the rest of it.
Okay. So he suggested cut up the body, and then he goes, so you go to a residential area, right? What do residential areas have? They have pools, and in the winter, those pools get covered. So what you do is you go over to a covered pool, and you dump the body parts in the pool because no one's gonna go swimming in January. It's gonna wait there, and it's gonna decompose and all this shit. And then summertime, kids are going out for their little swimming stuff. They uncover it, decompose body parts, but there's no evidence. Case closed. I think that he's like, I'm really good at this.
I think they would
And I
start
was
to
like, I feel
smell
like there
that.
would be a few holes in it, but I don't know. I'm not an expert killer. I don't know. That was his idea. I mean, do you have an idea?
Piranhas.
Well, I'm sure Michael probably has an idea.
No, it's just like I wouldn't be so much concerned as like this disposing the body forever. Just leave no trace, and it can never get back to you.
What I think is sometimes, like, when traffic's really bad on 35, sometimes I end up, like, going east out towards the airport, like McKinney Falls State Park and everything, and I, like, loop all the way around Austin. And sometimes I'm way out there, and there's, like, nothing around, and I think, I could just take a body. I could just park my car here on the side of the road, take a body out into these woods, and just leave it there. Like, yeah, they'd find it eventually, but it's going to be there a long time.
So anybody else
Animals
want
might-
to share an office
No,
with guys?
well, here's the thing. You know,
Animals might come and eat it and help destroy the evidence.
dude, animals will F a body up.
I know.
But in a good way. But also, if you dig a grave, you got to do a legitimate grave. Don't dig a 3-foot grave because then animals are going to pull it up.
That's
that happens
why-
all the
Back into
times
it.
too.
That's why
Serious.
graves are supposed to be 6 feet deep.
Yeah, I know.
That
That's
way
what I'm saying.
it stops
6
the
feet
smell.
under.
People get lazy and they're just like, oh, the body will fit, and they throw it in. Also, never bite the duct tape because you leave DNA on it. Just rip it.
Jesus.
Also, if you're putting like batteries in something, wipe the batteries off because you leave your fingerprints on the batteries when you put it in.
Wear gloves.
A lot of times people
What do you need
like
batteries for?
The light
just
to
like
shine
just,
when
just
you're
like
burying a body
evidence
at
and
night.
stuff like that, or not batteries. I should say like rounds on a magazine.
Well, I
when
got to
you-
bury this
when you-
Furby in with
no,
this guy.
Because when you shoot, then
when
they
you-
eject.
When
Yeah,
you
no,
load
yeah.
the gun, when you load the bullets,
Yeah.
your fingerprints can be on the bullets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm saying, so when you fire them, they can find them and find your fingerprints on them.
I'm
So
still
you
worried
gotta,
about the batteries.
you gotta fucking, dude.
Barbara,
Batteries come up.
don't be a bitch.
Okay.
I'm starting to feel like Michael could solve crimes. Like you could actually.
I don't think I would solve them.
You commit them.
You know, I didn't say that.
There you go. All right.
I just think about these things. I'm just like, oh, okay, don't do that. There's a very, very, very long list in my brain of just like, don't do that. And every time I watch an episode, I'd add it, just in case. I never planned to kill a guy,
Right.
but if I did, if
push
something
comes to
happened,
shove.
if there was a scuffle, I would just be like, don't do this, or this. You know?
At that same night when we all went out together, after that question had been asked, the question was if X or whoever came to your house with a dead body saying, "Hey, I need your help to get rid of this," what would you do? And of course, everybody was like, "Oh, if Brandon came to me, what would I say?" I was like, "Oh, fuck you, Brandon. You're screwed. You're on your own." And Erin goes, my girlfriend goes, "What would you do if I came to you with a body?" And I was like, "I need to hide this body." I'd say, "Good luck. I'm not going to tell anybody, but you need to get out of here." She looked at me like I was like that was the cruelest thing that could be said.
You
It's
wouldn't
like,
have
no,
your girlfriend hide a body?
No.
That's not true love. Aaron, you need to dump him.
Oh,
No, and
shit.
she said, what if you were the one with the body and you needed my help? I'd say, I'm a fucking crazy person. I just killed somebody. You should get as far away from me as possible. Is that logic not sound? If somebody comes to you with a body,
If my wife brought
Sounds
me a
like you're
body,
an
I'd help her
asshole.
hide it. That's
You're
all
a
I'm
piece of
saying.
If
shit,
Lindsay
Gus.
brought me a body, I would take care of it.
Yeah.
Not only would I help her, I'd be like, you know what, hon, don't worry about it. I'll take care of it from here. Just
let's
go-
kill again.
Yeah.
I like this quality
Go
time
take
we're
it.
spending
Just
together.
relax. You wash up. You get rid of all the evidence on you. I'll get rid of this evidence.
Run a bath.
Fucking
you know?
teamwork. That's what it's about.
See, I'm looking for a man that's going to help me hide a body. That's
Yeah.
true love.
I hate all of you.
Aaron, I'll help you out.
God damn it. I hate all of you.
I got your back, girl.
Thanks, guys. Glad to know you guys.
Boyfriend
have
of the year.
Well, you did it to yourself, man.
I
Not,
just-
not agreeing to help her
That's a
hide the
crazy.
body.
Like, if you really want to help the person you love, check them into a psych ward or something like that. That's
Miles, she's going to jail for the rest of her life. So you either got to hide this body or, you know, you just got to cut ties. What are you going to do?
I don't want to go to jail.
That's true. It's one or the other.
Yeah.
I guess I don't want
You
to
get
go
a
to jail.
shovel. All right.
You fucking
God
start
damn it.
digging. You don't stop digging until you're done.
Yeah.
Okay, I might help her. hide. You made me realize something.
We
about
just
myself.
totally broke him. we just like he had
Oh God, Aaron
What?
just tweeted at me.
He's thinking about the
his
conversation
moral
he's gonna
center
get
just
right
got
now.
like bent. What did she say?
What did she tweet
Looks
you?
like Michael Jones is a better boyfriend than mine.
Oh, there it is. It's right there.
Better fiance.
Love you, baby.
Aw.
Please don't kill anybody. I don't want to have to deal with that bullshit.
She's going to kill somebody out of spite now. Now she's going to show up and be like, what are you going to do about it, Miles?
I'm gonna show
There's
him
a
my
dead body.
Next time you get in a fight, like she's gonna leave and she's gonna come back with a dead body and be like,
I just
"Fix it."
killed this guy.
Yeah.
I don't
I'm
think my
testing
roommates are
you.
gonna be alive when I get home after the podcast tonight. There's just gonna be a puddle of blood, and she's gonna be standing there with her hands on her hips, like, "So what are you gonna do?"
Yeah. Decision point
Sorry,
right
Lola.
now.
I
Like-
don't think you have anything to be worried about because she didn't even want to dispose of that mouse you found.
Oh my God, that they named Henry.
I know when you told me that it had a name, I was like, oh, you're fucked.
Oh my
Where is
God.
that mouse now?
She released it into the woods. She
Oh,
released it
okay.
in the woods outside our apartment. We found a mouse in
That
our.
thing's just going to come back.
Fuck.
We found a mouse in our apartment, and I'll admit it was an adorable creature. It was like the size of like 2 dimes on top of each other. It was very tiny.
2 dimes.
Why do girls love animals so much, Barbara?
I don't.
Because they like dudes.
Well, you have a
we
will
are
hunt,
just
that's right.
disgusting animals. You know that, right?
No way.
That's
I'm
true,
a
that's a good point.
classy guy.
Not me.
I'm not
I
a
am
me.
I'm
filthy.
fucking classy as shit.
I've never been an animal person.
Did you see what I pulled out of my ear? I'm disgusting. I am just like dead skin and wax being held together. So you found.
found a mouse.
What made you think you had a mouse? Did you like hear?
My roommate Mike saw it. One day he was up late, and this thing just scurries across the room, And we had been gone that weekend, and we came home, and he was like, hey, guys, I'm pretty sure we have a mouse. And we're like, we don't have a mouse. This is a new apartment. We don't have a mouse. He's like, I think I saw a scurrying thing. We're like, we don't have a mouse, Mike. And my buddy Doyle gave him shit the whole time, like, you're crazy. And then one night, Doyle sees the mouse run across. He's like, guys, Mike isn't crazy. We should stop giving him shit. We should get some things to get rid of a mouse. So they made a mouse trap, which was a bucket.
They
made a mouse trap.
board game?
They came home one day.
fucking
Aaron and I are watching Sword Art Online. They were kind of, Doyle was kind of drunk. Anyways, I'm getting off topic. They come home, they kick in the door, they're like, we're gonna catch a fucking mouse. They had drawn up a plan. I'll show you the picture. They drew up on a piece of paper, it was Mouse Trap by Steven and Mike.
Was Nathan Lane there?
No,
Why,
Lane wasn't
why
there.
are you saying it in that voice? None
What?
of your roommates sound like
What?
that. Mousetrap.
Mousetrap. That's how, like,
That's
when
the dramatic plan
Yeah,
voice.
this is a plan.
Yeah.
Anyways, they wrote it up, and there was a shitty drawing of a box with a mouse inside saying, God, why have you forsaken me? Essentially, their plan was, they looked online. You get a 5-gallon jug, and then you get some sort of ramp, whether it be like a ruler or something like that. You attach that to the lid of the bucket. Okay. Then you drill 2 holes in the bucket. Take a clothes hanger. There's less steps to this. Then you take a soda can. Drill 2 holes in that. You put the soda can. You take the clothes hanger. You put the clothes hanger through the soda can like a shish kebab. Then you put the 2 ends of the clothes hanger through the holes on the bucket. So now you have this cylinder just floating in the middle of a pit, essentially. Cover the soda can with peanut butter. How it's supposed to work is mouse runs up the ruler, smells the peanut butter, tries to cross the clothes hanger, gets to the peanut butter. As soon as it stands on, the cylinder of the Coke can spins and they fall into the bucket. That fucking contraption was in my living room for about like a week and a half. My roommate Mike came home one night and fell into it. My other roommate,
He was like, man,
Doyle was supposed to get a small
Climb up the ruler and
5-gallon.
everything.
Doyle was supposed to.
Foiled again.
He's like, I built this thing, God damn it.
Doyle was supposed to get like a small 5-gallon bucket. He got like some huge like square moving box thing. So he Mike almost like falls into it. And then Doyle, 5 minutes after we put it up, started licking the peanut butter off of the soda can. So it worked
Wow.
better on my roommates. But that was in my living room for like a week and a half. And it didn't work. What got it was a fucking Swiffer. One night, Doyle comes home. He's having a beer or something, and the thing scurries across our living room and into our closet. And I'm in my room asleep. Girlfriend's wearing headphones playing Minecraft. My other roommate's asleep. He's just looking at the closet, and he's like, I have it cornered. So he just starts going, Mike? Mike? He does not want to leave because he's like, if I leave, it will move and everyone will think I'm fucking insane. So he's staring at the door, Mike! Mike! He opens the closet, doesn't see it. He grabs a Swiffer out of the closet. Mike! Nobody's coming. So he reaches with the Swiffer down the hall and starts banging on our door like, somebody please come help me. Erin finally hears it. She comes outside. The mouse is in there. They start pulling everything out. It finally comes down to like one shoebox is in the back corner of it. They're like, this is it. Move the shoebox. Sure enough, Henry, the little fucking mouse, is right there like, oh, fuck me. He runs out. He takes the Swiffer and tries to stab it. My girlfriend's like, don't kill it. Don't kill it. I wake up like, what the fuck's going on? I go out and Steven's just stabbing the ground with a Swiffer. They finally capture it. They throw it in the box. Oh, we got it. Oh my God, it's there. It's this little tiny thing. It was jumping like crazy, running around, shitting itself. And then like,
Running around
it was leaving these little brown speckles all over the thing. It finally calms down. I'm like, finally, we got it. And then Erin goes, we should give it a name. Doyle, how about Henry? Me, no, we have to get rid of it right now.
Once you name it, you're fucked.
Yeah, I know. She wanted to keep it for a day. And then she's like, what if we had left? No, we got to get rid of it.
You know what else works? A fucking mousetrap.
She would have, no. She was like, we can't kill it. It has to be humane.
It doesn't kill them, does it?
It can absolutely
can.
kill them. It
Dude.
can with the size of the
Miles,
2 dimes,
Miles,
Mike.
there's a
2 dimes.
50-50 chance. Either it's gonna be killed or it's not. Okay?
She didn't like those
Throw
odds.
it up in the air, man.
And then what's great was she tweeted about like, we finally set the mouse free, and then everybody bombarded her with that video of that dude that releases a mouse that is immediately swooped up by a hawk and eaten.
Yeah, that mouse is dead right now.
That is probably dead.
Yeah.
Henry's
God,
dead. Sorry,
no.
You probably died a much more gruesome death than if you had just killed it with a
Yeah.
mouse
How about we
trap.
all sleep tonight, knowing that
Rest
Henry
in
could be
peace,
out there
Henry.
somewhere cold and alone, or rotting in some
She
sort
didn't
of
know that
bird's
she didn't want to
stomach.
release it at night. She was like, what if it has like family and it can't find its family? What the? Just get rid of the mouse.
I
It was a
don't
cute
think the
mouse, though.
is
It was a
looking
cute
for
mouse.
his family. What if it's a chef, like in Ratatouille?
Barbara, that's a
Ratatouille.
movie.
So,
That's not real.
what if the mouse knows how to cook?
Also, that was a rat.
fuck?
That was
It's called fucking Ratatouille.
One time, one time at my house, I was in my house at night, and I could hear like in the wall, I could hear like something chewing, like crunk, crunk, crunk.
That's what chewing sounds like.
Yeah,
If you
if
don't know.
you're chewing wood, that's what it sounds like. And I was like, what the fuck is that? So I walk over to it and I hear it like cronk, cronk, cronk.
Is it a robot?
So then I'm like, I don't know what to do because it sounds in the wall. So I just start punching the wall and like, get out of there.
Get out of there.
Get out of my home!
Get out of my house.
I had been drinking, right? So I started punching the wall.
You started a fist fight with your wall.
And it stopped.
I don't think there was an animal in the wall. I think this was just really
The
drunk.
noise stopped. So I was like, oh shit, it worked. So like I run outside, I don't know why, I run outside and I look on my roof and there's like a pipe right there coming out of the roof, like one of those like gas pipes. And like sitting on top of it is a giant rat. It's just like hunched over, like I could see it like silhouetted in the moonlight. And I was like, you fucking asshole. I started picking up rocks and throwing it at it. And I saw it like jump off of the roof and like just start running, hauling ass, and it ran over to my neighbor's yard. And I was like, yeah, that's right, asshole. It's my
Your
house.
neighbors at that time were like, oh God, the alcoholic's outside throwing a fit again.
And then the next day, my neighbors sent me a text message. They were like, hey,
That's it. That's all they said.
they were like, they're like, yeah, we heard you outside, whatever. Like, they don't care. They know I'm weird, right? They're like, we heard you outside, and this morning we found this in our yard. They sent me a picture. It was a dead rat in their front yard. And I was like, I don't know how the fuck that happened. But that's the asshole that was in my room.
Awesome.
Like, that's the asshole that was eating my house.
He was crunk, crunk, crunk. Oh my God, that's great.
So then, like the next day, like then it became like super complicated. And I was like, well, shit. There's obviously animals can get into my house from that pipe or that tube or whatever that is in my roof. So I was like, well, I'll go up there and I'll take a look at it because I'm a handyman. No, not at all.
Excuse me?
So like I get a ladder and like I start like climbing up there and it's summer and I have a metal roof and I get up on my roof and I put my hands on it and I like instantly burn my hands. I'm like, what the fuck? It's like, so like I go and I have to get gloves and I crawl up there and sure enough, there's a fucking pipe that's like uncovered and you can see like straight into my attic. It's like fucking assholes. So I have to like go to Home Depot and like
How long had it been like that?
a year and a half.
Jeez.
And I'm like, and I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm like, there's a pipe on my roof. It's like this big. How do
I
I
don't even know what
close
you're
it?
talking about.
And they were like, And I was like, do you have like a mesh closing thing?
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, this thing. Like, oh yeah, you idiot, put this on it.
Moving thing.
It was like this
Yeah, I
mesh
don't-
thing that goes on top of it. I was like, okay.
I go to Lowe's if like I need something like I need a netty thing, but like for a roof air conditioner. I'm just gonna see myself out. I'm sorry. It's bad. The first house I lived in
You're so manly.
had a bad pest problem. It's one of my earliest memories. And it's horrifying. Was we kept noticing that there were bees or hornets getting into our house, and we're like, surely there's a
In the
hole
house?
into the house. So my parents like, surely there's like some hole on the side. Like these hornets are getting in. Call pest control. They were there all day. They go into our bathroom. And they're talking to me like, yeah, it's here, it's here. And me as a kid, I'm like, I don't know what's going on. I see them talking to my parents. My parents look mildly horrified. Okay, they're going into, okay, what's this guy doing? He's got like a big old hammer thing. He's going in my bathroom. Okay, now he's banging on the wall. Okay, now I'm being escorted away. What's going on? Why are they taking me out of here? And I just see they took out the wall, and like the entire behind the drywall was this enormous nest, like a wall of just like bees. And I just registered, those are insects that are terrible. Like there was an enormous like
That's
nest
like
of
a
hornets or something
fucking
inside my
nightmare.
house. It was, it's literally, I can't do swarms of things. Like I know most people aren't like, yeah, swarm of insects, that's great. But like I've had bad
And
experiences
hornets.
with ants. Like
That's
it was
like
like
the
it was
worst.
like a wall of just like. Zzz, and I'm like, "Ugh."
Y'all didn't
I
hear, like,
barely
the buzzing
remember
or
it. I
anything?
don't remember it very well, but I just remember like, fuck, like horrifying amounts of insects. Yeah,
I'm terrified.
yeah. That was in my first house.
That just reminded me of like my last job when I worked for an electrician. Going through attics and crawl spaces and stuff. A lot of times you'd find like dead squirrels and raccoons, stuff like that. Like carcasses usually have something like way. Usually they were like dry when we found them because they're just like there for
been there
years.
Mummified.
Yeah, or just skeletons, right?
Yeah.
So we were doing just like a ceiling, a lighting job at some house, just putting in some recessed lights, and in the ceiling, my boss would always like whenever he found something, he'd be like, "Oh, check this out." I'd be like, "What's up?" And then he'd throw it at me, and like hit me. I'd be like, "Ah, you fuck!" Like we'd be like in a crawl space, like on our bellies, it's like 2 feet wide or whatever, and he'd like chuck it back in my direction. It's an asshole thing he'd do. So like we were in the ceiling, and he found like a dead squirrel or something like that, and he fucking propped it up, right? Like look, because we weren't done yet, and we had to come back the next day or whatever, and he propped it up, looking out of the fucking hole in the ceiling, like to like fuck with me, and just like had it there all day, and he left it there, and then like we went home the day left, and the fucking homeowners came home, and like the wife was like so horrified by it, she had to like ask her husband to like go up and like push it back a little bit, and then like we got a note like, please remove the dead animal, whatever. And he's like, because he was just fucking around with it, but he was just like, he's like, well, I mean, it was already here when we got here. I didn't put it there, I just moved it. I moved it forward a little bit. So it was just like the head skeleton of a squirrel peering down out of an empty hole in the ceiling into their living room for like
That's
a
like
night.
stereotypical Jersey. It's like, hey, that was
Yeah.
your dead animal. I just moved it.
You guys have like a
fucking
truck full
sandwich.
of dead animals.
Dude,
that you
we
just
do
bring
shit
to
like that all
John's.
the time.
Ugh.
It was like a game of, because I've always been me, like fucking retarded and stupid, whatever, and everyone's just like, oh, how do you can't go 2 seconds without cursing or anything like that. There's like a switch. When I worked for customers and I was in their house, there's like boop, I would just say nothing. They'd always like tell my boss like, wow, he's really quiet. It's like, yeah, you don't want to hear me talk. So I would just be quiet, but it was like a game of like the second they were out of the room, or when my boss could see me but they couldn't, just be fucking as retarded as you can. Like I would constantly like hump ladders and shit and like motion like I was jerking off. And like we'd be in like a doctor's house and I'd be like standing in his living room and like I could see my boss like in the kitchen, but then the customer was like around the corner and I would just stand there and be like, I'm jerking off. And my boss would look at me and be like, fucking stop. We do that shit all the time. No, never.
You're mature.
Yeah.
Yeah, the other day I don't know why we're talking about dead, dried up animal carcasses.
Well, before that, we
Why
were talking
not?
about dead
But
human people. So,
I was walking
Sure.
my dog. There's like a little park in front of my house. I was like walking my dog around the park, and I'm not paying attention. Like on my phone, I'm like looking at Twitter or something. My dog like stops. He's like sniffing at something. I'm like, what the fuck's he doing? I look down at him, and there's like this flat, dried squirrel. It was like you could have picked it up and it would have been like firm, like
You could toss it like a frisbee?
Yeah,
Like a fucking frying
and I was
pan.
like, how? Like how long has that thing been here?
Yeah.
That it like
That's
solidified.
weird. That's
There was a-
outside.
Yeah.
I don't.
Like I wonder if some electrician found it in like an attic and he's like, oh look, it's a frisbee, like whoa, and like tosses it out into the street. It was so weird.
It's gross noticing stuff like that. At UT, I remember on my walk straight to the communications building, there was a squirrel that had died, and I passed it every day like, oh, that's gross, there's a dead squirrel.
How long was it there?
It was there for like a month.
I passed it every day.
I passed it every day. I don't know why I didn't walk on the other side of the fucking sidewalk. I'm a
Yeah.
lazy piece of shit, I guess. But like over the course of like a month, I watched the thing just slowly decompose and nobody do anything about it, myself included. Just like, oh, that's fucking disgusting.
Should have set up
It's
a time lapse.
I just got told
okay.
Chris has seen that same squirrel.
like, are you?
And
Yeah,
Kyle's
no,
seen
Kyle
it
saw it
too.
too. 'Cause yeah,
Kyle's
it was
also
during the
saw
time of TSTV Kids Camp.
It
Yeah.
should be the UT mascot.
I remember because I taught a
dead squirrel.
I remember I taught TSTV had a thing
Sparky.
called Kids Camp during the summer where they would teach middle school and high school age kids like video production and stuff like that. And I remember one of the projects that we did was like you had to take interesting still shots and then do something with a music video. I don't remember the whole thing, but I remember my group of like middle school kids were like, "Oh, let's get a sweet shot of that dead squirrel, and we're gonna do a slow zoom on it. Oh, we're gonna do a rack focus on the dead squirrel." And I'm just standing there like, "Yeah, that's rack focuses are great." What the fuck is wrong with all these kids?
Fucking kids.
It's really weird, man.
One time, I went to college down at Rice in Houston,
Yeah.
and it's despite the fact it's something downtown Houston, there's tons of trees and squirrels and things
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
And I used to have a job there, a part-time job on campus. And one morning, I had to wake up one Saturday morning and go to work. So it's like 7 a.m. on Saturday. Like the campus is empty, and I'm like hungover, and I'm like shuffling to my job. And I'm passing by one of the houses on campus, and it's got a big wall, and you can't see behind the wall. It's like a 10-foot wall. And I look up in the tree. There's this tree that's hanging over the house. And it's like a huge tree. And then like 40 feet up, I can see this squirrel. I'm like, oh, look, that's really cute. That squirrel's like all happy and active, and he's like jumping around. And he jumps from one branch to another, but doesn't make it. And then from 40 feet up, I just see him. And then he falls behind the wall, and I just hear the thud. I was like, oh my God. I just watched a squirrel commit suicide. It was like a gross, like a little
Oh,
bud, you know? It was
God.
like, that squirrel was happy as can be, and now it's dead.
That's even funnier that you saw everything but the last second. It's like, oh, and then it was gone. It just disappeared, and you never saw it again. Did you stand for a second, like maybe it'll come back up over the wall?
No, I stood there for a second, because like I said, I was like hungover, and I was like, did I really just see that? Like, did that just happen? Like, you never see a squirrel miss.
Yeah, no.
Except in like
It's
YouTube
rare.
videos.
Yeah, I guess
Or
so.
cats when they're jumping, and they just go.
Sail.
Yeah, this was not a
video.
flying squirrel.
I guess not.
It's fucking crater squirrel.
God.
Poor squirrels. Rest
Poor
in
squirrel.
peace. Rest in peace, Sparky.
Poor squirrels.
That reminds me of.
We had a
They're
we had
filthy vermin.
Yeah, they are. We had a bad run here
What
at
if there's
the
a
office.
squirrel listening to the podcast?
People think squirrels are cute because of like
They're
their
just
tails
rats.
and shit. They're fucking rats.
Yeah, I
They're
know.
filthy, disgusting
They're
animals.
rodents.
Some rats are cute.
We had
Shut your mouth.
a bad
Ratatouille,
run
shout out to Ratatouille.
here over the holidays, where one day, I think it was like right after Christmas, I pulled up and I parked, and I was like, oh, look, there's a dead raccoon right here in front of the office. So we had to call like pest control to come and take it away. And then they came, they showed up, they're like, oh, it's $40. Like, yeah, please take the dead, bloated, rotting raccoon out of here. Then the next day, I'm driving up to the office, and I'm like, there's a dead fucking cat in front of the office. Like, how did this happen? Like, back-to-back days.
It's like an elephant graveyard for just shitty animals.
Is there like some sort of poison in our grass? or
No.
something that things are eating?
I was like, God damn
The
it.
poison glaze surrounding the office.
Did you ask if there's poison in our grass?
Yeah.
Like we like
Well,
when we
sometimes
got.
they spray like.
Oh, okay, I guess I was imagining like, yeah, we're gonna. I think we're gonna use this as our studio. Also, how much is it extra for the poison?
Is that why
grass?
we all got injections on our first day of work? So we'd be immune?
It's like to keep people out, burglars, trespassers.
fans? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, stay away,
We love
poison.
you.
Well, you've been on a big Belle Biv DeVoe poison kick lately.
Dude, I don't know what it is, but all of a sudden I've got a really strong taste for that song.
It's funny because Esther and I decided that Poison was the song of the year for 2013.
Yep.
Huh.
It's our jam for this year.
It's the song of the year every single year, in my opinion.
Ever since 1990 or whenever that song came out.
Yeah, you and I were trying to decide on something to do at RTX. Originally we were thinking Gangnam Style. and
Like
then-
something to do that's obviously over.
Yeah. And then we kept going back further and further. We're just like, oh, evolution of dance. Oh, the Macarena. And then
Oh, the Macarena.
I think we've decided on Poison.
Belle Biv DeVoe dance off.
Yep.
There's
That
some pretty
girl is
sweet
Poison.
dance moves in that music video.
You never trust a big butt and a smile. That girl is Poison.
Jesus.
I had a Poison cassette tape when I was a little kid. I don't know when Poison came out, like 1990 or 91, right? So I had like this promotional cassette tape. Like it was just one song, and it was Poison on each side. And you would like play it, and then you would like, flip it, and you would play Poison on the other side and flip it.
You know what's better than poison? Poison again.
So you never had to rewind it?
Right.
It's just like, it goes forever, baby.
It was the best thing ever back when you had to use cassettes. And I loved that cassette. I would play it all the time. And my sister, one time, she knew I liked it. She grabbed it and she just took all of the tape out and just like crumpled it all up.
I can
And
see that
tore it.
happening.
And I was like, what the fuck did you do?
My poison.
My Poison!
Is it the same sister who took your bike and then rode down there?
It was her
Okay.
also.
That makes
She
sense.
also, one
Deserved.
time when I was a little kid, I went to an Astros baseball game, a Houston Astros baseball game. And God, I must have been like 6. And I met an old Astros baseball player named Jose Cruz. And like he was like doing practice and warm up and stuff. And he gave me a baseball. I was like, oh shit, it's
Hey, kid,
a baseball
catch.
player. Yeah, he's like, he threw me a baseball and I caught it. I was like, oh, awesome.
really awesome.
It was like this thing I really loved as a kid. And I kept it like in a plastic box and it was like
Yeah.
on my desk and I loved it. One day I fucking came home.
this.
Yeah, like that. And there was like pen scribble all over
Oh, fuck.
And I was
How'd
like-
you hide the body?
it. I was like, what happened to this? And my sister was like, oh yeah, I wrote on it.
What a
She
bitch.
even confessed to it?
Yeah, I was like, what? She's like,
Casually?
yeah, that thing you love, I wrote all over it.
How old was she at the time?
She was like 11, and I was like 15.
Did you punch her in the face?
I wanted to murder
So
her.
how'd you hide the body?
And especially this was after the poison thing. I was already like,
Oh my
I'm going
god.
to kill you.
Wow.
It's fucked up,
He
dude.
sounds
And
like
to
you had a
this
great
day,
childhood.
I still hold that shit inside of me. It's like, it's what ruined me as
let
a person.
Let it out, Gus.
Yeah, that's why you're
like
so mean.
poison
You
and
have
my
the couch. Do you
baseball.
want to switch seats? You can lay on the couch and talk about it.
Talk about it.
Does anyone else have any like fucked up siblings or like stories with siblings?
Go ahead.
I did something bad to my older brother.
Oh, you're the bitch.
Yeah.
What did
It
you
was,
do?
okay, it
Well, she's
wasn't
a
that
girl,
bad.
so she gets away with it.
I was too young to really realize, but I was 2 and my brother was 4. And we were in Florida, and I had a stroller that my parents were pushing me around in. And for some reason, they took me out to like show me something or hold me for a minute. And my older brother sat in my stroller because he loved to just piss me off all the time. And I got so angry that I leaned down and I just scratched him right across the face, like right under here. He had a scar for that entire trip, and he still has it to this day.
Oh my God.
Me, as a 2-year-old, gave my older brother a scar under his eye because he sat in my stroller.
Wow.
Jesus.
Don't piss
Sorry,
Barbara
Steven.
off. Jesus.
I just remember I had
So
a.
you shouldn't lay on this couch.
No.
You're gonna get your face fucking clawed off by Wolverine.
I had I think it was the Lego Aquanauts set or something like that. It was this giant underwater like yellow base. It was like the biggest Lego thing I'd ever had. And I spent ages trying to build it, making it perfect. I was like, yeah, that stingray's gonna go here. That's a fucking sweet stingray. Making my little submarine and stuff like that. And I was so excited I was gonna show my parents what I did. And I put like the finishing touches on it. I go, Mom! And then my little brother has a basketball, goes, ah! And just threw it. And it it was just in slow motion. My entire like month of progress was just destroyed. Normally we got along, but
Where'd
that
you hide
day
the
was-
body?
Archie podcast, where'd you hide the body?
But I used to do fucked up things to my sister too. Like
What was the worst thing you ever did?
You're about to lose all my
one
sympathy
time.
for you.
Well,
Yeah.
well, I'm gonna tell another story before I tell the bad stuff I did.
Okay.
She was like
Let
an
me preface it
attraction
with
for
this.
accidents. Like one time, like the house I lived in had a pretty big backyard when I was a kid, and over the backyard were some power lines. They were pretty high up. They were like really high. I have no idea now, looking back, how high they were. Because as a kid, they seemed like they were a mile up in the air.
Right.
But one time I was hanging out with a friend of mine. We must have been like I think in like 2nd or 3rd grade, and we had a football. And we were trying to kick the football over the power line. So he was on one side and I was on the other. We would like kick the football up and then
Oh,
he'd get
no.
it and then kick it back. That's all we were doing. One time, like I was waiting for my friend, he kicked it, like literally right as he dropped the ball and kicked it, my sister came out of the back door, started running around like an idiot, and the ball came and landed and hit her right in the top of the head. And she just stopped, started crying, and then like ran right back in. It's like, you couldn't plan to do that.
Yeah.
And like another time, like me and another friend were like throwing rocks, because that's what little boys do, right?
Yeah.
You're like in our front
That's
yard.
what childhood is about, right?
Yeah, throwing rocks,
Yeah.
shit you shouldn't be throwing at. I like wind up, I throw the rock, and like right as I let go, my sister comes running out the front door, and it fucking clocks her right in the side of the head, and like she just falls down into the ground, starts crying, and gets up and runs back in. I was like, I'm gonna get in trouble for that, because that looks like that's on purpose.
So your sister is like a duck with a target painted on it, like at the carnival? Is that what your sister
Yeah.
is essentially?
You were really good at that game.
I used to try to trick her that dog biscuits were totally fine to eat and that people could eat them, but they were so delicious that our parents didn't want us to eat them because the dog would never get them. So I would like fake like I would eat them all the time, and then she would to make her eat them, and she would eat them for real.
Kids are weird.
I
man.
actually just ate like dog jerky sticks.
like
did it
bacon
taste?
strips,
No, like they're basically like Slim Jim shapes, except they're just
cylinders.
for dogs. Yeah, they're just like long cylinders. I would just eat them. They weren't as good as Slim Jims,
No, I bet not.
but it's better than
That's-
dog food.
That's true.
It was like halfway.
There's
In a
half
zombie
human, half
apocalypse
dog.
or something, like I could eat those for the rest of my life. I
Is
could
there
eat
like
the
everybody
dog
went through that phase where you're just like, I'm gonna try eating that? Like as a kid, did anybody?
phase.
No.
Well, not
I
necessarily,
still
but like
get I
everybody.
st- every day, Miles.
I remember
What's
my brother
that?
and
I'm
I.
gonna eat it.
My brother and I would just try things. Like today, it's grass. Not great. Tomorrow, dog food. Like my brother and I just remember. I just
How
have
soon
memories
did
of
you
us trying
run
things.
out of foods to try?
I think all we did was grass and dog food.
Okay.
Actually.
Just over and
It was,
over
a,
again?
it was a strong 2 days.
My
It
sister,
was a really serious phase. that
my
we grew
sister
out
had a
of.
problem where she would eat June bugs and,
Oh, God.
and
Oh,
pill
God.
bugs.
What
like
the fuck?
purposely?
Yeah, like you couldn't. I had to make sure there weren't any around the house, because if there were, she would eat them.
Was that something your parents would be like, all right, now listen, take a perimeter, make sure there's none,
Like-
because your sister's gonna fucking.
Like
you think
sometimes
she ate
like,
that
when you
junk
leave
at
the
the
lights on
bathroom?
and it was dark outside, like the June bugs would come on the screen and like hang out there, and I'd have to be like, no, get out of here, you're gonna get eaten.
You think
how
she
you're
did that because
protecting
of the
the
fucking
bugs.
massive head trauma you gave her as a child?
Would she kill them and then eat them, or
No,
just
she
eat
just
them
like pick 'em up
live?
and just like eat them.
That's, I had to. I grew up in a.
Why are we grazing over this so quickly? It's so fucked up.
Dude, but bugs are good for you.
full of ask our
They are
girls.
full of protein.
Oh, disgusting.
I just like how it's like I imagine like your parents like telling you to do these chores like to protect your sister and to protect the bugs from the sister.
Make sure there's no bugs.
Like,
make sure your sister.
Make sure you get out and turn those lights off. Your sister's gonna get out there and be eating bugs.
Someone tweeted, "Why is your sister a monster?"
The problem was you could never get rid of the pill bugs because they were like in the dirt, right? Like
Yeah.
you pick up a rock and they're there.
Those things just live in shit. She
Right,
was
so they're
eating
everywhere.
shit
Like you
bugs.
can't do anything about that. Like I get rid of all the June bugs, she'd be like, "Oh, I'll just go pick up a rock." No.
Fuck.
She's like
Pill
fucking
bugs.
Timon and Pumbaa. from
Stop
the
me,
Lion
will
King.
you?
Means no worries.
Hakuna Matata.
Oh God.
It was
That's
before The
gross,
Lion
dude.
King, so that couldn't have been it.
I never really fucked with my brothers because they're older than me, so I just got my asshole fucking kicked in. Not by my oldest brother because like he's
Bloody
not
said kicked in.
He's 9 years older than
Isn't
me.
your
and-
asshole already kind of kicked in?
No, like kicked in hardcore. Like I was like, is this my stomach or my asshole? Like my belly button and my asshole are touching each other.
They were like back to back.
Yeah. So my oldest brother moved out and went to college when I was 9. So it's like I barely remember living with him. But my middle brother is 6 years older than me, and I very vividly remember living with him. But even when I was younger, not like as like a let's fuck with Michael thing, but my oldest brother David was in the backyard, and him and his friend, who were probably like, I was probably like 7 or 8 at the time. I was probably like 7, so he's 15, 16. So him and his friend have this, my father had some sort of like PVC pipe on the side of the house that was like broken, and he had it like laying there for like garbage. And these assholes pick it up and they start throwing it in the backyard for, they're like, oh, we're fucking pole vaulting. We're javelin, sorry. We're like, oh, we're javelin. They weren't flying through the air. But they're like, oh, we're throwing a javelin. And they did it a couple times, and I walk out, and I'm like 7 years old, I'm like retarded. I'm like, oh, what's going on? They're like, oh yeah, we're throwing a javelin. Go out there and see where it lands.
Oh my
And I
God.
was like, all right,
Nice.
first fucking time I walk out there, fucking goes up, I'm like, poof, hits me right in the fucking face. It was like 1 inch above my eye. I don't remember if it was my
God.
left eye or my right eye. And it's just like, I just remember like this, and then just like blood washing over my face.
So, well, how far did it go?
It didn't go through my brain,
The
Barbara.
official
I
interfered
didn't
with
get-
it.
I
No,
didn't
she
get-
means what was the measurement on the throw?
Yeah, you're supposed
Oh,
to.
I
Right?
didn't have the tape. I didn't even know how the fuck they expected me to know. Like I didn't have anything. They're just like, go out there and see where it lands. Like they couldn't tell.
Yeah.
Like they didn't want to walk out there.
It's just like every time like that story comes up, it always pisses me off because like my mother will tell it and be like, David was out there playing, and then Michael just runs out there. I'm like, bullshit. He called me and was like, hey, go stand out there and see where it lands. And you weren't watching your children. Now they're one of them. Terrible parenting.
There's a video on the internet you can find of this, I guess during a javelin competition. Someone throws a javelin and it hits the official like in the leg.
Yeah, and it like spears him.
It like spears him. But no, wait, he is so dedicated. He still pulls out his flag and marks where it would have hit.
Oh my God!
He's still like, oh, here's right here. Oh my God, there's a javelin in me.
Did he just take a flag out and put it in his leg? And he's just like, it's right here. It's right here. Ah. And then like the ambulance came and drove him off.
Like, world record.
The flag's still with him and it's just fucking going and going.
It could go all the way.
The guy who threw it's like, damn, that was a good throw. Jesus. Going all the way to the hospital.
Do you think the guy who threw it sent that guy a card or something? Like a fucking fruit basket?
Like Hallmark has one. Sorry, I speared you.
Fuck.
Keep your spirits high.
Yeah, I don't think you could beat Gus, Barbara. You maybe do need another
See,
year.
Holy
this is
shit.
This is a professional punter right here.
Okay, well, we've been going for a while. We should probably wrap things up here on a
Hey,
high note.
That is
Miles,
a
are you
super
going to
high
stall
note.
the podcast like in true Bernie fashion?
No.
Oh, there was one other thing I wanted to talk about before we went.
Dicks?
Butts?
No,
Dicks, dicks, butts, butts.
They were a sponsor last week, and I don't have to talk about them again this week. But you guys really should start watching Spartacus if you haven't, because
Go
Jack
on.
and I are the
Yeah,
only
you were
people
saying you loved
who are
it.
watching it now, and I can only talk to Jack about it so much. So I've got to have more people to talk with.
Do you think we could make a remake called Spartacats and just have
How
Joe like? in
That's a great idea.
the, yeah.
I don't think you really thought
Could the
that was
cats
a
be
great
cat girls with
Yeah.
like
Based on your
huge
face.
That's a great
tits
idea.
and very scantily clad?
How many
attire?
seasons
Obviously.
are they in now?
There have been 2, and the third one starts. I was trying to finish the first 2
Pet
because the
kitty.
third one's going to premiere this Friday, but I'm not going to get.
Was
to
there
the
a
time.
gap or something?
So there were
between
2, and then there's like another series. I don't know how it fits in. It's like a prequel. So I think it's season 1, season 2, then the prequel, and then season 3.
Interesting.
Because I think the guy who was the main character passed away,
Oh,
so
wow.
they were waiting to see if he was going to get better or not. And
After he passed away?
Well, before.
Okay.
And sadly, he did not. So they went forward with another actor.
My
I ran
heart
into that
goes
guy
out.
one time, the guy who was the original Spartacus, at San Diego Comic-Con. We were having a breakfast for our DVD distributor. They were having like buyers over, like trying to convince them to carry Red vs. Blue DVDs. And like that guy walked in and like grabbed a donut and a cup of coffee. And then like the people were like, "Are you a buyer? Are you here like, for the DVDs?"
I am
He's like,
Spartacus.
"Nope." He's here for a donut and a coffee. I was like, "Holy shit, that's the guy who's Spartacus." At the time, I didn't watch the show yet, so like it wasn't like that big a deal. I was like, "Holy crap, there he is!" He's eating my donuts and drinking my coffee.
Star Starstruck.
Weird.
Huh?
So starstruck.
The most starstruck I've ever seen anyone was Jeff when he saw Andre 3000 at San Diego Comic-Con.
Really?
One
Oh,
year, like,
dude, that'd be awesome.
he was like crossing the street and Jeff would like wet himself.
The most starstruck I've seen you was at PAX Prime last year when you saw the guy who does the voice of
Lewis
from Left 4 Dead.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
so
Both
excited
you and
to
Jeff
meet
were just
him.
like, could I get a
And
picture with you?
He gave me his business card. You can email him, and if you pay him like $10, he'll record like custom
Fuck, I'm
audio
doing that
files for
right
you.
after this podcast.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so it's like so you can take like the audio file and make it like your voicemail.
Can I get like an email whenever I get like a bill? It's like, Bill's here.
That's perfect.
Bill's here. I'll do it.
Should totally
Lewis
do
is
that.
the shit, man.
Okay, all right, let's wrap up. I had those last few things we had to talk about. All right, well, thanks for watching, everyone, and we'll see you back again next Tuesday at 7:30.
Buy your RTX tickets.
Bye.
John Tech Podcast is a place to be. Jeff, Joel, Jack, Gus, Chris, and Bernie. We talk about all the latest games. Joel loves gold and Gus complains. It's the best podcast on the net. Ricky Gervais can't argue with that. Papa Works Packs, RBB, Strange News Restaurants Community. Sit back and enjoy a brew because the Drunk Tank Podcast is coming to you. Walk on home, boy. Drunk Tank Podcast is a place to be. Jeff, Joel, Jack, Gus, Chris, and Bernie. We talk about all the latest games. Joel loves gold and Gus complains. It's the best podcast on the net.